Hello everybody, welcome back. This is my second Friday live stream. For some of you that have already watched me do this before, what I do is I hop on here, I ramble. My name is Alan Spicer. I'm a YouTube consultant, digital consultant, web developer, wrestling nerd, just generally a geeky person. I come on here on a Friday to make you smile, to make you laugh, and hopefully this week it's not so technically as handicapped as it was last week, because last week we had a few issues. Now, I'm just making sure that everyone is aware that I'm here, so feel free to pile in, say hello, ask your questions, that kind of thing. I will respond to your questions. We can have a Q&A. Hopefully I can troubleshoot any problems you have with your own YouTube channel. You can kind of see my semi-washing up in the corner. We can have like a community get-together. I'm currently recording on a tripod that has been rather nicely bought for me by my girlfriend, so I'd like to thank her, even though she's not watching at this point. She's dealing with her sprog. But hopefully it means that the framing's better, the audio's okay, and we can have a non-tech issue like last week. Now, for some of you, you may have caught last week's and you was happy to be back. Now, in this case, obviously, no OBS issues, I hope. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Hopefully you can see me okay. Hopefully you're not surprised by the fact I wear glasses, right? And we can have a nice, smooth YouTube live stream using my mobile. I was using OBS last week, and I was having issues. I think I've solved it for my video recording, but I wasn't brave enough to try and see if it worked for my live streams, because I know this is reliable, you see. I'm going to quickly check to see that you're hearing me okay. Yep, I think so. So yes, hello. I'm Alan Spicer, and yeah, we're basically going to wait for you all to load in. Say hello. When you hop in, let me know that you're in. And then today we're going to go through the troubleshooting. Hello, Karen. Hello, Master Coach University. The mobile works. Good. No technical issues like last week, I hope. Hope everyone knows that I'm here. No lagging issues. I'm hoping the quality's better. I'm hoping that you can hear me okay. Basically, after last week, some of you may have noticed, last week I had a few tech issues. I was trying to load in with OBS for about 20 minutes. It was just lagging and it was just a problem. So yes, I decided to forego the whole shit show that was last week. In the end, we got up and we did 2.5 hours of just live streaming and chatting. So hello everyone that's bobbled into the chat. Hello Georgia, hello As Lovely. Yeah, basically I thought I'd forego the F-ups and I'd just go straight to mobile. I'd like to thank my beautiful girlfriend for sorting out my tripod. This is the tripod, which you will see in a video that I've recorded for next week, which is how to make good videos on mobile. Hopefully that will help some of you understand how to maximize the equipment that you have around you. My window's open. Is it a bit too loud, by the way? Feel free to ask any questions, absolutely any questions you want, whether it's about YouTube, whether it happens to be about my life, whether it's my glasses, that kind of thing, and then we can deep dive into things. But please, can you tell me, can you hear the traffic that's outside my house, or is that okay? Sounds okay, because yeah, by the sounds of things, it's getting really, really busy out there, and it's starting to annoy me a little bit. Right, if you're piling into the chat, please ask any questions. Remember to hit that like button, so it shares this out to as many people as possible. Get your friends, get your family in here. We can start asking questions. We can start rolling a community. We can hang around. Yes to traffic. Okay, I'm going to close the window. Whoop. And hopefully That's the only tech support issue that I'm going to have in this thing. So yes, please remember to hit that like button. Please remember to drown me in questions, and we'll get into the live stream. Hello everyone that's popping in. Hello Motormouth. Hello George. Hello SM22. Isn't it a bit late for you, SM22? Oh no, you're at school. You're at school. Okay, so hey, what's up? I'm fine. How are you all? Everybody in the chat, tell me how you are feeling out of 10 this week. How was your week? What did you do this week? Do anything special? Eat anything fun? What's your favourite pizza topping? Just let me know. Sound is okay, no problem. Yes to traffic. Question. Do you live next to a highway or something I can hear cars going by? Beep, beep. Right there, which, you know, if I move the camera a little bit, that's not helpful. Right there, I've got a big window, and I'm kind of just off the main road, the main ring road of Huddersfield. So yes, but normally it's not normally chock a block, but it is a Friday, so you never know. People might be running into town with taxis and stuff. Hopefully in sometime next year, all audio issues will be gone, and I can sort out that problem. I need to sort out a proper background for live streaming if I'm going to live stream on mobile. Hello everyone that's popping into the chat. Hello everyone that's bombarding me with questions. Thank you very much. Tell me how you're feeling this week. Leave a question and remember to hit that like button and share this live stream out so we get as many people in here as possible. And then we can just hang out for a couple of hours, chat. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button and join in the community. I'm here generally to be asked anything, either about YouTube or about life, and I can entertain you accordingly. But yes, I live next to a main road right there, SM22. Hello George. Motormouth, finally I'm planted in front of my computer in the same time you're doing a live stream. It's taken me forever to catch you. Yeah, see, I did my first live stream back after 5 months last Friday. I had a lot of support and I had a lot of coaching mentally from my friends and my significant other half. So it was nice. It was nice, and I felt that I should start making more of a habit out of it. I used to do like a couple of live streams each and every week for around about 4, 5, 6 weeks. So it's nice. Hello, Paul. By the way, my laptop is there, so I'll be referring to the questions that are there, right? And my camera's here. I'll show you my live stream setup at some point in the future. I procrastinated. Okay, George, that's not a problem. As long as you're procrastinating with me, I'm okay with that. Yes, a great collab with 12 other creators all over the world for Vid Summit. That sounds great. How did you set that up? Was you over there as a viewer and you just bumped into a load of people? Or was it pre-arranged? Can I have my washing up? Yeah, I can. I'm doing great. 9 out of 10. Friday school's out for the weekend. Good, good. Got anything planned for the weekend, SM22? You're really close. 2K. It's hype. Yeah. I'd like to thank everybody that's part of this community. I'm rushing towards 2,000 subscribers. I slammed over the 4,000 hours of watch time that you need to monetize, so I'm being reviewed. And all within the case of a week, I've gained another 300 hours of watch time. These live streams have helped. I've been tweaking a few things on the channel. I've been going back and listening to Daryl Eves. And if you have a good performing video, now that we've got the click-through metric, I'm A/B testing some thumbnails to see if I can improve click rate. And then if I can improve click-through rates, that then lifts the ranking of that video. And then that gets it more views, which makes it more clicks. And then it can bring up other things around the channel. Especially if you've got a really good performing video and then you start hooking other videos into it, either via a playlist or via the comment section. So it's always good. Hello, Tom Nash. I'd like to shout out Tom Nash, by the way. Tom Nash is a very hard studying individual that managed to have got all of his YouTube certification. I will hopefully be following in his footsteps soon. But good to see you in the chat, Tom. Hello, everybody that is in the live stream. Feel free to drop down a question. about life. Tell me how you've been doing this week. Remember to hit that like button, so therefore we can share this out to as many people as possible. We can have like a nice community chat about everything, anything and nothing all at the same time. But yes, I'm hurtling towards 2,000 subscribers. We've just passed the 1,900. So basically it took me, 10 months to hit 1,000 subscribers and 4 months to hit the second 1,000 subscribers. I wouldn't mind hitting 3,000 subscribers by Christmas. That'd be a nice present for my birthday. I've been putting my Photoshop skills to good use and sell services on Fiverr. That's the best way to do it, George. I need to start doing more products myself, but Roberto Blake actively suggests that the sooner you can start doing things like that, the better. I mean, that's how I got my first few clients. A couple of clients came through there. I was then able to approach a few other clients, and in the process, I built up an income stream. Also, if you've got a service or a package that you can build together, say for example you do 10 thumbnails or 10 header banners or 10 video templates, that kind of thing, you can then sell them over and over and over again without repeating your hard work. You just package it and sell it via Fiverr. It's a really good way. Real Crimson Dagger, hello. I'm working my way through the chat questions, by the way. If I miss your question, I'm not ignoring you. Just repost it. And remember, if you're bored and you're still waiting for me to talk about your question, hit that like button, give it a thumbs up, and share this stream out to as many people as we can. And tell me what you've been doing this week. How's your week been doing? What have you been up to? Anything that you're proud of? Any new skills that you're developing? Or are you looking forward to what you're doing at the weekend? What are you doing at the weekend? Are you ready for it? Hello, Pam Duffy. Pam Duffy, hello. Tom Nash. Alan, that hair is epic. You're a rock star. When it's let down, it's really fluffy. Feeling okay, good, as lovely. Clip went online yesterday. 13 clips made by 13 creators, some material, and then a playlist. I went to VidSummit. It's a good idea. Desiree Martinez has got a really good social media marketing world vlog. The editing on that is fantastic. Go and check that out. But that shows that if you're out there, you can really do a good collab as well. So go for it. Keep pushing. I gave a lot of requests on live streaks. That's why it's back. Live streams. Yes. Just installed TubeBuddy. Wondering why the fastest way to start using it. What the? Just wondering the fastest way to start using it for tuning the SEO and tags and uploading. Go through each video. Have a look at the tags. Then tag relevant long keyword-rich tail keywords, echo that in the title and the descriptions, right? And you might start seeing ranks. Or if you have already got a ranked tags, click on that one and start adding related and relevant ones to that and see how many green numbers you get next to it. Basically, make sure that you optimize the title and the description, and then the tags will help you rank or give you a hint of where you will rank. So, hello everyone that's currently bumbling into the chat. If you haven't said so already, say hello. Say hello to everybody else in the chat. Tell me what you've been doing this week, what you're proud of this week, what you're planning on doing next week. Hello, the Wrestle Dude. Post any questions, hit that like button, and I'll get my way through the chat and answer your questions as soon as possible. Not online, went to a live stream, well collab. I have homework planned for the weekend, so it's pretty much just that and two or three bulk recording sessions this weekend. There you go. SM22, bulk recording's good. Daryl Eve is the judge of the contest. I like Daryl Eves. I try to drip feed as much knowledge into my head as possible from YouTube educators. I have done a video on 5 YouTube educators that you must watch, but Daryl Eves weren't on the list. Why? Because there was only 5 people I could name on the list. So I'll probably make a second video and it will include Daryl Eves. He's very good at the analytics and the triggers and stuff like that. That's why I went back and started optimizing some of my thumbnails recently, because of his VidSummit keynote speech, which if you watched, he was talking about going back and A/B thumbnail test your own thumbnails using the click-through rates. Huge fan of Alan here. Thank you very much, Tom. We're waiting for the result today. Well, good luck, Karen. Thank you, Georgia. You and Desiree seem to know your stuff, so my questions are for both of you. Well, if Desiree's still in the chat, I'm sure she's willing to answer. I haven't uploaded a video in a while on my channel, different account, and I recently developed a creative itch. However, it's in a different niche or genre. Should I start a new channel? How different is the niche, Real Crimson? If it's semi-related, then all you do is you set an upload day. So if I was going to start doing Facebook tips, I'd make it Facebook Friday, and then I'd make the thumbnails blue or have a blue outline, and I would only upload Facebook tips on a Friday and YouTube tips on a Tuesday, right? You can still coexist with two things next to it. As long as they're not wildly different, as long as it's not baking and huntsman stuff, right? As long as they're not wildly different, then they can coexist on the channel. In fact, it will help you pump out regular content, but you might have a split audience. So some people might come on the Friday for, say, the Friday Facebook and not look at the Tuesday tube tips or whatever. Sitting here editing, well, I'm hoping that I can keep you entertained while you're editing. By the way, speaking of clothes and stuff, I know a guy named Rimis Gamer, and he's making arts of some shirts for you. Oh, that's cool. Hello again, Alan. Just wanted to thank you for directing me to TubeBuddy. I've been getting more views, more likes, and more comments. It's great. Thank you very much. That's cool. Glad to help, Russell Dude. Are you using the free version or the paid version? Remember, if you want to use the paid version, there's a link in the description down below, alanspicer.com/TubeBuddy, and use the code AlansBuddy for 20% off. That's really good at, you know, bulk editing. So if you want to mass edit some thumbnails or mass edit some tags or mass edit your descriptions, add some hashtags in them, then you can do so. Especially hashtags at the moment. I'm using hashtags on this. I've been using hashtags on all of my videos for the last 6 months or so because I knew it was coming. But yeah, give it a try. Or you can upgrade for free for like a 30-day trial. Log into TubeBuddy and look at the account and click free trial, and then you might enjoy it a bit much. You can even use the free trial to do the bulk uploads and bulk edits and then never upgrade if you want to. Hello, George. I've started vlogging series and I took your advice and my views went up so fast. Thank you. That's great. What specific tips were helping you? Was it language? Was it SEO? Were you making something searchable about the title? Long form event pro super time suck. Well, the more you edit, the more you'll get used to editing. When I started editing with Adobe Premiere Pro about 3 years ago, a 5-minute video would take me an hour to edit. Now, if I'm quick and I'm fast and my machine doesn't lag, I can edit it in 20 minutes, I can render it. Or I take the same amount of time, but it's much better quality. So hopefully in the last few videos, you'll notice there's more jump cuts, there's more B-roll, there's more zooming in, there's more fantastic things around it. So yeah, editing is a skill that you need to learn. But you know, you're not just a YouTuber, you're an editor. So be proud, learn that skill, and it will serve you well. When I use TubeBuddy to tweak tags, Jake Paul is everywhere. Yeah, but only use Jake Paul tags if your video is about Jake Paul, right? So what you need to do is when you create a video, you need to have one key phrase in mind. So if I was going to make a video about how to make videos on a mobile phone, it would be something like make good videos on mobile phones. And then the tags, I'd copy that in and then I'd search. Or I'd use tags like make videos on mobile phone, YouTube videos on mobile phone, and then I would search related and then pull them in that way, especially with TubeBuddy. Once again, links in the description down below if you have no idea what TubeBuddy happens to be. And remember, if you happen to be in chat, please hit that like button to show us out to as many people as possible so we know that you're watching and we can build an audience whilst we're doing so. I'm going to look for the green numbers. That's the best way to do, Master Coach. And you can tweak, and you can change, and you can go back. It's good. TubeBuddy is a lifesaver. I love using it. Exactly. It makes things so much better. Hello, Screen Life. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? I'm doing good. Thank you very much, Screen Life. We ready? We ready? We ready? It's going to happen. It's going to happen. The mug, which is filthy, right? But the mug has returned. 20 minutes in. Who had 20 minutes in the in the poll? Right, who's just made money on betting on my mug? Did you get my tweet of the links of Cody Warner and Peter McKillen you asked for last week? Yes. I also come across. I've noticed that he's much more prevalent now. Warner. He's the one that started the no small creator thing, right? And I know Peter McKinnon because he's doing really well, and people think that he's exploded out of nowhere, but he hasn't. He's been around for 5 years, and then he started creating stuff. But it's really good. He's doing really well. But I need to subscribe to Peter Warner. I believe he's invited to Vid Summit by Daryl Leaves. So fine. How much is TubeBuddy? Is it a monthly or is it just a one-off payment? SM22. It is free to install if you use the link in the description down below. And you can upgrade. It's as little as £5-10 a month. Or depending on how many features, you could be like at £20, £30, £40 per month. But if you sign up after a couple of months, TubeBuddy also send out every now and then like a lifetime membership thing. So I paid just £30, one-off fee, and I'll have TubeBuddy for life for just that £30 fee. I'll never have to pay a monthly. I don't know what triggers that though. I think it's just that you have to use it, or you have to try the free trial, and see how it goes. But yeah, if you upgrade and you use the code Alan's Buddy, you get 20% off for the entirety of your membership, including monthly fees. So it can get down to about $10 a month. It's a really powerful tool. As lovely question, have you ever got recognised from YouTube? A couple of times, but not as a YouTube educator. In my previous life, as an entertainer with my previous brand, I was walking around a music festival. Yeah, there's a couple of kids in Huddersfield that knows me from that as well. So yeah, but not as an educator. Most people know me as my previous not safe for work self. But hey, maybe one day I'll get known for being an educator. We'll see. In fact, my girlfriend's best friend knew me before I even knew my girlfriend. She was watching me, which is weird. Very weird. She's a giant of a woman. Hashtags have been helping out a lot as well. See, I'm quite curious about hashtags. I've seen them start appearing on the bigger channels, and I see what they're doing. They're doing very much what I'm doing, where in this case it says hashtag live now, hashtag Alan Spouser, hashtag Q&A, and on my videos, instead of it just being all hashtag YouTube tips, hashtags YouTube tutorials, I'm doing specific things like hashtag channel name, hashtag Adobe Premiere, that kind of thing. So as long as you're doing it specific to the video, it might help. I'll have to look at my analytics to see how the search is working. Every time I click on the hashtags, nothing seems to be really ranked, or there's not many rankings for those searches. So I don't know, maybe it'll take a while for there to build up ranks in that area. Maybe I'm lucky enough that because I already had hashtags in my descriptions that it's kind of auto-filled them for me on some of them, or I have to go back to some of my older videos, update them, and see if that improved click-through rates or stuff like that. All of the above, everything you said helped. Oh, okay, great. I'm glad that I can help people. once again, if you feel that I help you, then hit that like button, hit that share button, bring a few friends in. But I do feel that we're building a community. It's really nice to see all of you, right, pop in, say hello, some regular faces all the time, especially on a Friday. I understand that, you know, all the cool kids. My name is Jeff. I understand all the cool kids are out, like, tonight drinking and stuff like that, as they do. It's the end of the week. You're going to go night clubbing and stuff. So I appreciate it's between me and going out drinking, right? But it's nice. It's nice to see the same people pop in and say hello. It feels like we're building a family, a community. And as the family grows, I don't plan on going anywhere. You're going to have to get used to me. My wonderful girlfriend enables me to make live streams. So yeah. Yes, I am in the UK, Master Coach. My name is Jeff. Are you Humongous? You look like him. No idea who Humongous is, so I assume no. Feel free to tweet at Humongous my live stream, or tweet Humongous and myself at Alan Spicer YT, and see if we can, I don't know, appear in the same place so I can prove that I'm not him, or he's not me, or he can, you know, hop in the live stream. That'd be cool. TubeBuddy's a lifesaver. I like using it. Had 21 minutes, so close. 21 minutes of what? Are you gone? Oh, for the mug. For the mug? Oh. And yeah, it is the size of my face. Look. It's not even a camera angle. That is huge. Nice strong cup of tea. Could I be any more British? That's outrageous. Is your cup really bigger than your head? It's quite big, Pam. I'll be honest. Basically, it's kind of a case of like, if I had a small cup, I'd finish it and I'd be thirsty. If I had a bigger cup, I'd drink it, but then it'd get cold, right? So I decided, right, in the mornings when I'm grumpy, instead of having to make 2 cups of tea, right, I'll just have that. And that is a litre of tea, right? So, yeah, basically that's 2 pints if you're into UK metric, or 3 of your little American cans of Coke. Then that way, if it does turn cold, I can still continue to drink it whilst working and editing on my sofa. And that way I still drink my liquid like I'm supposed to, because if I don't drink my liquid, my body doesn't like me. Yes, that is the community. I joined the No Small Creator. I've started tagging stuff with that, so you never know. If I start showing up in search for it, thank you very much. The question above is because these Polish girls pointed at me and said, YouTube said YouTube as lovely. I couldn't get out of Lidl fast enough. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I've had a few people recognise me. But overall, yeah, I think that's going to subside now I'm an educator rather than an entertainer. Or maybe not. It would be nice to be recognised for being someone that helps people rather than makes people laugh, I guess. Nothing wrong with making people laugh, but, you know, there is a, I don't know, quality level, I think, compared to my previous stuff. I was partying last week. Sorry, you didn't watch the live stream. But I did watch the live stream the next day. That's okay. That's okay. I had a few technical issues, he says, sorting out his light. Had a few technical issues starting out the OBS live stream. So now I'm going to start just live streaming via my my mobile phone, because this seems okay. Seems to work. So hello everyone that's in the live stream at the moment. Please remember to hit that like button. Ask any questions that you want. Hello presentation vlogs. Ask any questions that you want. Tell me how your week's done. What have you done this week? Have you anything that you're proud of? Anything that you're fed up with? Anything go wrong? What's your plans for the weekend? Let me know and we'll we'll have a natter as part of the community. That's what these live streams are. They're a Q&A. Sometimes they'll be themed. This time it's not. I just wanted to make sure that the tech issues were gone, that I could hop into a Q&A without it being a technical nightmare. I do have other questions that are on my Facebook that I'll pull from, should I need any Q&As. But yes, anything else, put it in the live stream and I'll see how I'm going. With TubeBuddy, I went from 210 subscribers. I've now hit 222, and everyone gets along except for one person who's just spammed the R word for stupid on a ton of videos. Well, you know, what you could do is you ban him, or you mute him, so he can post that as many times as he wants, but nobody sees it. And if anything, him spamming all of that on your videos will actually help your engagement rate. I don't understand trolls, but you know, they help in the long run. So just let them be arseholes. It'll only help you. Mugs are small here. Yeah, see, I deliberately got a big one. Deliberately. Muted people can't type. Sad. They can type, just it won't show up in the comment section. Yeah, mugs are small here as well, but I deliberately went out my way to get a big one. If you search on eBay, I'm sure you can find them. You can't actually send it. What, in the live streams, Jeff? Just don't piss people off in the live stream. I have liked this stream. Good. Thank you. I could flood the neighbourhood with that mug. Yeah, see, the mug's more famous than me. There you go. Right, the rest of the live stream will be presented by my really awkward arm and this mug. I'm still... Hello, Glitter Stem. At the end of the day, what I'm going to do is I said this last week, I'm going to try and start sorting out some t-shirts. Hopefully try and find a company that does large mugs, and maybe I'll be able to sell them that way if you're interested. Or what I'll do is I'll make it a perk when I finally join Patreon. Anyone that joins Patreon and pays like 25, 30, 50 pound a month, I'll buy you your mug, your first mug or whatever. I don't know. So hello everyone that's hopped into the live stream. Please remember to say hello. Introduce yourself to everyone in the chat. Hit that like button, that thumbs up button to share me out to as many people as we can, and share this live stream out. Bombard me with questions. I'll see what I can do. The more questions I have, the longer I stick around, and I just generally want to make these Fridays into a community kind of chat. You can ask me about YouTube, you can ask me about life. I'll see what I can do to help you. My mum hit me because I called her a bitch. Well, don't do that, Jeff. I'm good, Alan. Okay, presentation blogs, that's good. Well done. It's always good. This week, dentists, doctors, and I switched volunteering roles. What do you do now, Az Lovely? I've been muted many a times on live stream. Have you thought of maybe not doing stuff to get yourself muted then, Jeff? Same here, on the mug. Giant Wonder Woman mug of tea gets me through the workday. See, well, that's it, right? What would you prefer? Wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning, make a cup of tea, make that cup of tea last until 12, have your lunch break at 1, make another cup of tea. Hello, Hurricane, right? Which then that cup of tea lasts you till 4. Make another big cup of tea, which lasts you till 8, and that's fine. And in the process, you've had 3 litres of water, which means you're drinking your water-ish, right? So, yeah. The wrestle dude. Oh, I banned him. He got mad because I didn't like WWE 2K19 screenshots, and he was very angry. Well, you know, he's allowed to have his opinion, and his opinion will help you rank better. It's seen as engagement, even if he dislikes, and even if he spams all your videos, it still helps you. I'd say keep poking him, keep making him mad. Siren. I've recorded a video yesterday about how to make good YouTube videos on your phone. And one of the things was like, make sure that you control the environment that you record in. Well, if you haven't noticed, because I'm on a main road, the window has to be shut. And even when it's shut, those police sirens are stupidly loud. But because I'm on the main road, the ambulances and the fire trucks and the police cars and everything all go down that road. So you're going to hear all of them. Screen life. How do we get the mugs and the t-shirts again? Well, at the moment, there's no way of doing it. But if people keep nagging me, I will set up a Teespring or a Spreadshirt account. I think Teespring is best because YouTube wants to integrate Teespring in the long run. And then I'll start doing t-shirts with like hashtag start creating, hashtag here for the videos, stay for the man nipples. And then I'll figure out a way to do mugs. Even if I have to buy a load and then ship them out manually. if people really want them. But if I'm shipping them manually, they're going to cost a lot. If they're printed by somebody else, then they'll be better. Yes, man nipples, nipples. And who got 36 minutes for me to mention man nipples? See, this is where me and Nick Nimmin or Roberto Blake or Brian G. Johnson are a little bit differently, because I mentioned the man nipples. Hello Hurricane, hello Glitter Stim, hello Jess Lynn. Everyone that's jumped in. If you haven't said hello already, or if you haven't already, please remember to click that like button to show us out to as many people as possible. Tell me how you're doing today. Tell me how your week has been. Tell me what you are doing at the weekend. Feel free to bombard me with questions. The more questions I have, the more I can ramble. The more I ramble, the more I hang around. The more we can just chill together. I'm a bit special, so it can be hard. Well, think before you type then, Jeff. Hello, Jess. Wrestle Dude, I've been wondering how to set up a Patreon account. Not as a major source of money, more of as a tip jar. Just go to patreon.com. You fill in a profile. You can link it, to YouTube. You used to be able to import all of your videos straight into your timeline, but you can't anymore. You're going to have to manually post them. I need to update my Patreon if I'm going to go down that route. And as I said, I might recycle that properly, might do it properly, and people that are on there might get like a private live stream. I don't know. I need to consider it, especially as we grow. I mean, at the moment, I like doing these live streams. It's just us lot, and you get one-on-one. You know, there's not huge amounts of us. You can post a question, you know you're going to get an answer. It's very intimate. I don't want to split that up into only patrons, but if only patrons also got like channel reviews for free, then maybe. What did I walk into? I don't know. Was I rubbing my nipples at the time you came in, Jess? I was going to be volunteering at a banquet hall in London, but then I went to a film and also looked at the car show inside. I allowed myself to sign up there in Handworth House, London. Okay, cool. Screen life. Lol, I like the hashtags start creating t-shirts idea. Yeah, see, I think I do. I think I need to work out on the design work. I don't want it to just be text. I don't know. Hashtag start creating color scheme. I don't know. I've got someone that that's very very kindly offered to help me with some graphic work. So I'll nudge her. You know who you are, lady in Las Vegas. But if people are interested, you know, it'll be like t-shirts. It will be mugs. It will be pillows. I think they do posters as well. Via Spreadshirt, so we'll see. And if you're up for that, or you fancy some ideas, then brilliant. Or if you're very good at graphic work, then email me. Email in the description down below, and I can use your graphic work, and we'll come to some kind of arrangement every time somebody buys something, I guess. I made one on Patreon, very easy to make, but I think I need to have some more fan base on YouTube or another community. Yeah, Jess, all you need to do is just make sure that you engage with them. See, in this case, there's 10, 12, 15 of us in here. It's not huge amounts, but that doesn't matter to me. It's really, really nice to see the same faces over and over and over again. So yeah, you know. I'm first to get a t-shirt, haha. Okay. Okay, we'll see. It'd be one with my giant face on, just my face, that doing this. See how many people buy that one. But yeah, it's not necessarily how many people you have, it's how engaged they are. I'd buy a t-shirt, I'd buy it too. I'll donate to your Patreon if you had one. I do have a Patreon, but it's under my old channel name. I will be renaming that, so please bear in mind. Or Jess, if you're really, really serious about donating, then DM me on Twitter at Alan Spicer YT, and then I'll send you the link. But it's to my old Patreon account, which I will be updating. So there's no promises and those no perks on there just yet. But you know, any donations more than welcome. Otherwise, I'm going to be doing t-shirts at some point as well. So hopefully. So hello everyone that's currently watching. If you haven't already, please remember to hit that like button. Please share out this live stream on your Twitter, your Facebook, your Tumblr, anywhere that you want. Get your friends in here and we can have a massive chat. It was great. Feel free to bombard me with questions and I'll see what I can do to answer them. But yeah, Jess, DM me, Alan Spicer YT on Twitter if you're interested. Same with anyone, by the way. If you want to donate to a Patreon account, I don't have a fully set up one yet, but I can send you a link and you can donate through there. Every penny is more than welcome. And if you're already on there, just like Glitterstim, then when it actually starts for real, I'll make sure that you get something extra special for being like an OG, a founding supporter. Right. Questions. I'd buy a t-shirt first for me. I'd donate to your Patreon. Okay, I will. I'm still in class, had to take a test. Oof, what was the test about, SM22? Question, SM22, what the heck happened to Mr. Heribert? I don't really understand. Who took it down? I had to retire it for the sake of my own business. It's the best way to explain it, really. It was a choice between my own career here or a brand that was a bit risque. So fine. And in the process, I've started working harder on this brand and it's doing well and I've got much more clients and fine. But basically, it was time for me to grow up. So that I closed the channel myself. I've been planning on doing shirts. I've been working on many designs. I love art. Everyone seems to like my Bullet Club parody t-shirt. I was wearing, before I went on the live stream, a Hairy Brit Family t-shirt. Or a Hairy Family Bullet Club parody t-shirt. But I won't be offering those in the long run. But I do think it goes quite well. Try Teespring. As long as you upload a PNG and as long as it's like max resolution's like 3000 by 3000 or 4000 by 4000, they come out really, really well. I got some printed for my best mate's best man stag do thingy. A few people have bought a couple of t-shirts. My mum had one, a few mugs, that kind of stuff. And you know, they do the mass stuff. Mass printing for you. The only problem with those kind of companies is that a t-shirt will cost, say, £14, but they take 12 quid of it. But they do the shipping and stuff. So fine. Whereas if you printed it yourself, maybe it cost you £5 to print a t-shirt, and you could sell it at 10 quid, so you'd make more money. But then you have to deal with the shipping, so it's. But if you do it in mass quantity, then it is cheaper, and you do make more money. So they do help you in the long run. But yeah, if you want to make a couple of quids, then go with the Teespring. If you've got the ability to print your own, then do it yourself. Transport Simulation Nation, hello! Is the ad break good for the YouTube channel? What ad break? Hello, is the ad break good for a YouTube channel? In the middle of a video? Do you mean the adpocalypse? If you mean the adpocalypse, I honestly think that... Can you see that fly that keeps buzzing around? It needs to settle. I think the adpocalypse is a good thing for YouTube. It will frustrate some YouTubers, but in the long run, it means that you're dedicated. You have to be dedicated to me making content. Got to go. Dinner fairy me has to go make dinner. Okay, have fun. That's lovely. Thank you very much for popping in. My 11-year-old kiddo is now my designer. Once she finishes these soap labels she's working on, we're starting on shirt stickers for me and my 100-ish subscribers. That's cool. That's cool. It makes it very personalised that way. And you know, if it helps your brand, it's even better. If they're integrated, you maybe even make a video of her designing it or them designing it. You know, you can make it into a kind of a connection. Can anyone else see that fly buzzing around my face? It's driving me mental. I'm arriving at Atlantic City from New York. Take care. Getting off now. I'll DM you on Twitter. Okay, Jess. Mug giveaway, please. Maybe that should be the thing. Like if you subscribe to my Patreon when it's up and running, once a month I randomly select someone to win a massive mug or something. In the middle of the video, would view was just a click off when they reach the ad break. Yes, in the middle of the video, would view was just a click off when they reach an ad break. Okay, so yeah, some videos, if they're over 10 minutes long, you can place adverts in the middle. They're good if you place them in the right place. So if they're not in the middle of a flow, so if I was doing 10 tips to improve your YouTube channel, and I put an advert at number 5, people might be still interested to watch the next 5. Cultaholic do a wrestling podcast, and what they do is each section. So when they do a ramble, they put an advert there. When they do their Hall of Fame, they put an advert there. When they talk about Raw and SmackDown, they put an advert there. And then before the end, they put an advert. So if it's built in, and it's at, you know, places that you expect adverts to be, then I can't see a problem with it. If you're like PewDiePie, he just throws them in anywhere. It can help with CPM, because instead of them getting one advert at the start, you're getting one advert at the start, one in the middle-ish, might help you. So it depends on what your goal is. If you see people clicking off in the middle of the video, if you have a look at your audience retention and you notice that a vast majority of people disappear, either someone's got a really effective ad in the middle of your video. Say, for example, you're talking about a camera and then the camera company's advertising something. That can only help you, well, money-wise. But if you see that they're dropping off, then remove the ad from the advanced section, if you so want. I see the fly, by the way. Good, Jess. I'm not mental. I'm not mental, right? I'm not Walter White in Breaking Bad, the episode of The Fly. Tell you what, in the entirety of all of Breaking Bad, that's the only episode that I can't watch because it's boring. But that's also a really important episode because right at the end, the whole Jesse girlfriend dynamic confession thing. Don't want to spoil it for anyone that hasn't seen it. So yeah. So hello everyone that's currently in the chat. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. Feel free to drop me a question. Tell me how your week's been. Tell me what you've been up to. Hit that like button and share me out to as many people as we can. Bombard me with any questions that you want about YouTube, about life, about anything, and I'll answer them. And we can continue to hang out in this kind of Friday hangout and chat and subscriber waffle. Today, I'm on my mobile. I was doing OBS last week, so anyone that popped in early at the start of the last live stream, I apologise for the 20 minutes of technical issues. Basically, I think I'm going to go to this. This seems to be working fine. It's my iPhone, it's charging, and there's a tripod. The audio seems fine, the graphics seems fine. In the long run, I wouldn't mind having like something here or maybe my branding, but this seems fine, doesn't it? Right? If anyone knows how I can use OBS on my phone, let me know. Or if anyone knows how I can stream from my phone using the RMTP settings, let me know. Or any overlays that I can add, then let me know. And then I can learn and I can teach others. But yes, feel free to bombard me with questions in the chat. I'm working my way through. What's your favourite wrestling finisher at the moment? For me, it has to be the lumbar check. Now that looks brutal, the lumbar check. It looks brutal. I don't know, see, the curb stomp looks aggressive. The styles clash, I've always liked. The Muscle Buster by Samoa Joe, which you don't get to see that often. I've always liked a decent shooting star press. So Matt Seidel in TNA. That's the old Evan Bourne. He used to be known as the old Airborne. I don't know. Gone are the days where there was an impressive finisher, I guess. Balor's finisher, coup de grace. It's just a massive foot stomp. It looks good, don't get me wrong, right? I think they dropped the ball with Balor. We're not going to do a live stream on wrestling because I'll be here for forever and a day. Maybe one day I'll do a live stream just before a pay-per-view. But I spend my weekends with my girlfriends now, so I don't get to see it that often. I love the black mass kick. Yeah, that looks brutal. I don't know. Don't know anymore. I'd see that they've moved away from really wow finishes. Like the RKO's good. It's out of nowhere, but it's just a stunner, right? Maybe the Oz Cutter by Will Ospreay, but I'm more interested now in their entrances than their finishes. KSI just uploaded a diss track on Logan Paul. You should watch that. That's cool. I'm up for that. I need to make... I've already made a video on KSI and Logan Paul and the impact that it will have on the YouTube community. I'm quite intrigued with the fight, to be honest. I'll be honest. I want to see how that goes, but that's on the 25th. I'm away for that, so I'm not even going to be able to watch it live. End of Days, that's quite good for a wrestling finisher. I'll be back in a bit. Okay, SM22. Ads can be annoying. Yeah, they can. But it's all down to your choice. Are you on there to make income or are you on there to prove a point? If you're on there to educate, then just disable the adverts on that thing or don't allow them to play mid-roll adverts. You could do that by the advanced setting and unclick the mid-roll, or go to the left-hand side channel monetization, and then there's an option to remove mid-rolls. Flies and spiderweb, those turn average person into a black belt. Well, it's just there's just one fly in my house at the moment, right? My living room doors and everything shut. I just want it to sit on a wall, just sit on a wall, right? And I don't mind. And spiders I don't like. But now you've said that, I'm checking in the corners for spiders. Right, there's one spider and it's the opposite side of the room. Thanks for that, Hera. Giving me heebie-jeebies. I get floaters in my eyes and that makes me think there's a fly. You're not mental. See, At the moment, I'm fine. If you haven't noticed, I've got the new glasses, right? So there's no bar above the top at the moment, which is fine. So I've got used to not having a bar above. Otherwise, I'd semi-see stuff in the corner of my vision. Ballast finisher, I love it. It's simple. Love the black mass as well. It's so quick. Finger poke, what of doom, rather than the taser of Kevin Nash that ended the streak. That's how much of a nerd I am, by the way. Baron Corbin's End of Days is great. I've been focusing on incorporating trending things like Fortnite into my videos. So I started a series of turning WWE superstars into Fortnite skins. Great idea. Great idea. Maybe even have maybe even do 2 types of skins coming up to pay-per-view. So it's like a Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar skin. Maybe even half and half. Or a Brock Lesnar skin and a Roman Reigns skin. Or how to make skins. It's a good idea. So hello everyone. Please remember to hit that like button. Please remember to bombard me with questions. The longer you're in here, the more questions you ask me, the more I can hang around, the more I can entertain you. I'm also going to start pulling some questions from Facebook, because I promised a Q&A ages ago, and I never actually made it into a solid video. It's a how to make skins type of series. Brilliant. So it's like how to make Finn Balor Fortnite skin, how to make Brock Lesnar Fortnite skin, right? And then use those as tags. Finn Balor Fortnite skin Finn Balor, Fortnite skin WWE superstars. You know what I mean? Those are the tags that you could use. It could do really well because you're using Fortnite and WWE, 2 very interesting and popular things that have 2 inbuilt audiences. So that might help you. Might not, but it might. I'm just quickly going to check the live stream stuff. But yeah, that's a good idea. So hello everyone that's currently in the live stream. If you haven't seen me before, I'm Alan Spicer. I'm a YouTube educator, I'm a wrestling nerd, and I'm just generally hanging out to see how things happen to be, see how you're feeling, have a chat with you at the end of the week. Let me know how your week's been, let me know what you've done this week, let me know if there's anything that you're really proud of that you've done this week, or anything that you know you wish it hadn't happened. And we could just hang out, we could just chat. Remember to hit that like button to share me out to as many people as we can, and we could just, you know, build a community of people just chatting random stuff. And chill. In the meantime, I'm also trying to have a look for my analytics, which is there. And then I'm going to pull a question from Facebook and then back to the chat. Right. What's your favourite podcast? Well, I listen to Dear John and Hank, which is the Vlog Brothers. And they're quite good. It's nice to see the OGs of YouTube, you know, so some of the old classic people that are still around. The Vlog Brothers, they may not be growing as much as they do anymore, but they're a solid, wholesome group of people. They're entertaining, they write books, their community is really good, the Nerd Fighters. I listen to a few wrestling podcasts, Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast, Tim Schmoyer, Bill Burr, if I want a little bit of a laugh, Jim Cornette, that kind of thing. Just general, it's a mix of wrestling and YouTubey stuff. Georgia, I'm proud of starting my new course. Good. Everybody send support to my dear darling Georgia. Yes, she's studying for her future, and I wish her all the best. And I'm here to support her as much as I can. And we need to sort out her laptop so she can do it properly. But yes, we'll get there. I also Also a series where I recreate pro wrestling face paints, since I like art. That's a great idea. It's a really good idea. Are you going for time lapse or are you doing it full video? Maybe do a bit of both. Because a 20-minute video of you doing it could be good for watch time. But if you speed it up with time lapse, people can see how you're putting it on, and people might be more willing to watch a 5-minute time lapse than a 25-minute long video, or a bit of both. You could put 5 time lapse together for a 25-minute video, and you can title it each of them, or you could do once again 2 of them. So it could be like a Sting versus the Ultimate Warrior or whatever. I'm going to be doing some laundry. Be right back. Okay, George. This week on YouTube, I managed to make a playlist out of my hound battling pillows. That was one of your tutorials. See, that's good, right? You should be making playlists at least once a week. They count as additional content. So in my case, I put out videos Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. No, I put out videos Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and now live stream on a Friday. What I try and do is put one more playlist out each and every week on a day that I'm not uploading, so like a Wednesday. I have let that slip a little bit, but it does work. It does work. Finally read Turtles All the Way Down this week. See, that's a really good book. When it came out, I got it on Audible, and I binged it in the first day, and then I did a review. Unfortunately, those reviews are lost to time, but in the long run, yeah, I highly advise people check out Turtles All the Way Down, or any John Green book for that matter. It's time lapse. Then once it's finished, I play it at regular speed. Then I say the video reaches 5 likes, I release the new episodes, and I also do polls on the vote. That's a good way of engaging people. If you've already bulk recorded stuff, and it's like, right, up here, I'll vote for the next one that's going to be released. It's either going to be Sting or the Ultimate Warrior. You get likes, you get engagement. You know that people are there, and it keeps them engaged. It makes them feel like they're part of the thing. I think that's good. But you might run out of wrestlers in the long run, unless you've got a long list of like wrestlers that had face paint. I don't know. Chewing my nails. Waiting for that to load. Any plans to do your own podcast or participate in one? I've always thought that at some point, maybe I should make my YouTube videos into like iTunes episodes. But I've always thought that the video's stuttering. I've always thought the podcast needs to be long, like at least 20 minutes long. And what I used to do on my live streams was the first 20 minutes of my live stream, I'd teach a topic, and then I'd dive into a Q&A. So we'll see. But podcasts can be good. If I was to do a podcast, I'd release it on YouTube anyway. So is that not just a very long YouTube episode? I don't know. And I have made a promise to someone that if I was going to do a podcast, that the very first person that I had on would be one of my friends and my clients. I promised her that when I hit 1,000 subscribers, but it's just not really worked out that way. Different time zones, different situations, that kind of thing. So maybe I'll do a podcast. I just don't know if people would want to listen to me rambling on about one topic for an hour. I guess if I had a structure to the podcast, then maybe. But then is that not what these live streams are? So we'll see. So hello everyone that's currently popping to the live stream. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. Feel free to ask me some questions. It could be about absolutely anything. It could be about YouTube. It could be about life. It could be about wrestling if you so wish. Let me know what you've been doing this week. What are you proud of this week? What have you eaten this week? What are you doing at the weekend? That kind of thing. And we can all chat and just go through the topics together. I've done Sting, Stardust, Ultimate Warrior, and Asuka from New Japan Pro Wrestling. Next week it's either Gold Dust or Rosemary. Video is lagging. How bad is it lagging? Is it really, really, really bad? Has it sorted itself out now? Really, really don't want to... Started to break up visually. By a few seconds. Is it bad? Is it better now? Sorry, I had a few technical issues. Fixed now. Good, it's not just me. Okay. And we can build an audience whilst we're doing so. Okay. It just seems that it was throwing a paddy. Anyway, so yes, hello everyone. If you're just popping into the live stream, I'm Alan Spicer. If you're new around here, please hit that subscribe button. Bombard me with questions and we can hang around, build a community of just hanging out on a Friday. Because, you know, we're the cool kids. Right? We're the people that are here to chill, relax, to open your brain, detoxify from the week, decompress. Let me know what you've done this week. Let me know what you're proud of this week. Let me know what you're doing this weekend. And we could just, you know, chat about things. Just gonna... Okay, so everyone seems to be fine now. If you met one person for the first time, then who would it be? I wouldn't mind, from a hobby standpoint, I'd love to meet a few wrestlers. Maybe like a Shawn Michaels, a Jim Cornette, a Mick Foley. I don't know. Maybe I should try going to more local wrestling shows and stuff, because then I will meet people. But then maybe not. And then from a working standpoint, I'd love to meet Nick Nimmin, Roberto Blake, Amy Schmittauer, Tim Schmoyer, Daryl Eves, Philip DeFranco. I think that man's got a massive genius work brain. Tom Hank. Try that again. Hank Green, John Green. Yeah. I've been working on doing more fun video intros. The other day, I took a clip of Thanos snapping, and then it cuts to me fading away, and people thought it was funny. See, so that's good. The more you practice, the more you tweak, the more you change, it was good. And you learn in the long run. What was it that made you realise you wanted to work using YouTube, and how old was you? Okay. Working was a bit different. I started on YouTube 6 years ago, and I was already in the web world. I've always wanted to be working with computers ever since I was a kid, but I always thought it would be like hardware and software and stuff. But then I was running a wrestling fan website when I was really, really young, like 16, 17, and I needed hosting for my website. So at that time, I went to a first aid course, and someone on the first aid course told me to go and talk to such and such a guy. And then a year and a half later, I was running a web design company with that such and such a guy. And then roll forward 10 years, and I've kind of gone self-employed and not self-employed. And then this time of running my own company, which is HD1 Web Design. I'm sure there's links in the description down below. I was doing web design for the first year and a bit, and then I decided, you know what? I've been using YouTube for 5-6 years. Maybe it's to start time I started teaching people it. So I started putting up YouTube videos. And the idea was that these YouTube videos could be content for my website. It can show people that I know what I'm talking about. And then I got addicted to teaching YouTube. And then people started coming to me about their YouTube. So in the long run, I started picking up clients that were for YouTube. Now, I make more money out of consulting as a digital consultant than I do for my web design, and I'm quite happy with being a digital consultant. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm going to continue to make websites for people, but because I can make funds out of my YouTube skills and my knowledge, I can now cherry pick my web design clients better. I can quote them better. I can give them better service because I'm not trying to pack in 10 £300 websites. I'm trying to do one high quality £1,500, £2,000 website, which means they get a better service, they get more of me, and in return, I get more time to dedicate myself to YouTubing projects. And YouTube is a lot of hard work. You have to do a year and a half to 2 years of groundwork to start seeing benefits. But my YouTube channel is now 14, 15 months old. We're hurtling towards 2,000 subscribers. I'm gaining around about 200-300 subscribers per month. It's growing and it's snowballing. So, yeah, I think. So to go back to your question, when did I realize? When did I realize you wanted to work using YouTube? Work using YouTube about 2 years ago. Working in computers when I was younger. And how old was you? Yeah, so working early 30s. I'm 33 now. So when I was 30, 31, I saw the possibility. But it was only recently when I turned to solely educational content that I could see that it could be an income stream if you do it properly, if you work smart. So yeah. Rob Paxton, what do you do in your spare time? If you have any spare time. I don't think you do, lol, especially in the last 30 days. Now, this was a question after my Vida in April. In my spare time, I pretty much work or spend some time with my girlfriend. My girlfriend helps me stay sane. Have to leave. Okay, Russell dude, cool. Hello, neighbour. Yes. Yeah, so in my spare time, I hang out with my girlfriend. I go play pool with my best friend. But most of the time, I'm running a web design and a digital consulting company. I edit videos. I consult. I make websites. I do like a good walk every now and then. I live near some fantastic canals. It's nice to get out and get some fresh air. But yeah, in April, I just didn't have much time. I put out 30 videos, one a day. I was also uploading content for a couple of my clients. And then the next month, I was editing for a client that didn't do Vida. They did VDEM, which was the next month. So in 2 months, I put out around about 100 videos between me and my clients. That was busy. Done a couple of Vidas now, says Kohai Mathi. What do you like about them and what do you hate about them? Now, they are very, very busy things to do. I like how quickly you can put out content. On a brand new channel, it means that you can put out 30 videos and you can test stuff. And if it doesn't work, oh well, doesn't matter. You've got another video tomorrow. Out of those 30 videos, maybe 2 or 3 of those did really, really well on the rankings and the others didn't. But if you were putting out 1 video a week, that's 30 weeks in a month. If you was putting out 1 video a week, that's 30 weeks, right, of content. I put out 30 videos in 1 month. So I've already outbeaten you on content and it got YouTube used to me pumping out content. I then had a back catalogue for YouTube to recommend. So if you're a new channel, Vida's really good because instead of you putting out 1 video a week and only having 4 videos by the end of the month, you've got 30 new videos on that channel that YouTube can then eat and crunch and learn who you are. The bad thing about Vida, it is you putting out video every day. So unless you're making stuff that's really quick and easy to edit, unless you've pre-recorded in advance, you're going to struggle. Also, I was hoping to do live streams on Vida, but I had an argument with YouTube about a week beforehand, which meant that my live stream capabilities were removed for 90 days. So instead of me doing like videos Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and live streams Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday or something, I had to make all of them pre-recorded videos. So I had to think of 30 things to make videos on. Very luckily, I did tutorials and stuff. But yeah, it was, I'll be honest, it was a struggle. But, you know, it's out of the way now. Am I likely to do a Vida again? I don't know. Maybe if it was on a live stream. I don't know. 30 live streams in 30 days. I can see me doing that. Ooh. So hello everyone, how are you? How are you living? How are you coping? What have you been up to this week? Do you prefer free resources, monthly subscription, or pay outright when possible? Now, I use Adobe Premiere Pro, and it is a subscription license. It means I have the up-to-date software. It means it can edit properly. It means I can transport it to other computers, right? But it also means I'm spending £30 per month, which is £300 a year, £400 a year, right? Ideally, I would have liked to have gone, here you go, Adobe, here's 300 quid, and then all the updates. And that's what, I swear, that's what you used to be able to do, right? But under the new subscription systems, if you used to buy the software outright, you're looking at thousands of pounds. I don't even think they do one-off payments for software anymore. And that's their way of making money that's safe. So yeah, the problem has to be you have to invest. And I'll be honest, for so many years, I used nefarious means to have software to edit accordingly, or I'd use older softwares, or I'd use cracked softwares. Now, I don't recommend that you do that. It is illegal. It is a problem. But it's something you grow out of, and I grew out of my mid-20s. And I'd much rather invest £20, £30 per month knowing that I've got the proper equipment and that there's no repercussions in the long run. But yes, I would prefer an option on Adobe Premiere Pro where I could pay them 300 quid and it's mine, rather than £30 per month. What you do is crack, boom, no money. Sorry, Jeff, care to explain that? Don't know what you mean. Hello everyone, hello Johnny Bean, welcome. And hello everybody that's currently in the live stream. Feel free to hit that subscribe button if you're new. Feel free to ask any question that you want about absolutely anything, whether it's YouTube related, whether it's life related, or whether it's food related, anything that you want. Tell me what you've been doing this week, tell me what you're doing at the weekend. Hit that like button. Oh, okay, you already talked about cracking the software. Okay. What you do is crack, boom, no money. Yeah. The only problem is, as I said, it can land you in hot water. Not always, very low chance, but the bigger you get, the more of a target you happen to be. Could you imagine PewDiePie being raided and then they're like, oh yeah, but you've got 2 editors and you haven't paid for any of the software? There's no point in doing that because £30 per month or £60 per month saves him a load of hassle. When you're getting started, I'm not suggesting that you do it, but I can understand why you might do it. But if you're a student, you can get a heavy discount. If you're a university student or if you go to any school, then you can get it. Favourite OBS program? In all honesty, I've been having issues with OBS recently. This is being live streamed on a mobile phone because last week when I tried to go live, I got a load of technical issues. And then I couldn't figure out the technical issues. So now we're on a tripod, a mobile phone, and I've got a light here. The audio is fine. It seems to work okay. It's fine by me. But yeah. Are there collaborations you'd like to do or are coming up? In the long run, I'd like to start doing a few more collaborations. I wouldn't mind either a live stream or some kind of interview where I pick up a few niche related channels with a couple thousand subscribers, and I ask them, like, how do you do it? How did you start? How did you get started? What did you do? How are you different to a gaming channel or a makeup tutorial channel or an eating channel, that kind of thing, and then pick it apart. Because I honestly think that the smartest YouTubers are the ones that are growing from now. Because even Hank Green said that if he was to start a channel now, he wouldn't know how he'd start. Hello, Minx. Hello, Hera. Welcome back. How are you doing, mate? I'm good. I'm good. Thank you very much. How's you? What have you been up to? Hello, everybody that's in the live stream right now. Please remember to hit that like button. Share me out to as many people as possible. Remember to bombard me with any question that you want, whether it's about what you're eating, what I'm eating, what we're doing, what you're doing at the weekend, that kind of stuff, or anything about YouTube related stuff. I can answer them for you. I run Linux, and there's a few programs out there that aren't too bad. I'm just getting started with Canon Live. So far, so good. I've never experienced a Linux program. I think this is where I'm growing older. Like when I was younger, I'd love to try new things. I'd love to install stuff. I'd love to build stuff. But as I've got older, I've slipped into, well, that works and that's reliable, so I'll use that. I do keep an eye on stuff for like YouTube and technology and software and algorithms and stuff like that. But running a Linux machine, no, it's vaguely intriguing, but I just don't have the time to learn and get frustrated. I've only just recently learned how to rip apart a laptop to install stuff, right? Before that, I was a desktop user. I say before that. For the last 10 years, I've been a laptop user, right? But when I was younger, I used to build desktop PCs. I then tried to fix my laptop, my beast of a laptop, 8 months ago. And then I broke the keyboard and then I had to buy a new laptop. So yeah, so I've now learned how to not break stuff, but that was a very expensive lesson, which also means that in some cases I can't stream on OBS now because of this. But as I said, hopefully the mobile seems fine. We've had a little bit of a jitter, but everyone else seems okay. Ooh, there are filters. Look at that. Is that better? God, can you tell like I'm an old man that has no clue? Ooh, bubbles! I might do like lessons and stuff like these. Sorry, I'm look. Here we are on live stream, and I'm trying to. Is that one better? Or that one? Anyway, sorry. I apologise. You can tell, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just getting used to the whole new featurey things. My laptop is broken at Mo in repair as we speak. How do you break it, Minx? My favourite mobile filter is the dance party. See, I didn't even know that the filters existed. That was hilarious, thanks. Well, you know, I was going through and I've got confused. It's clever, I guess. Bubbles! My Toshiba Satellite C655 runs like it's new after Linux. New. Okay, so you think older machines are better run on Linux? Is there a Windows version of Linux, or is Linux the operating system in itself and you have to use OS to power stuff by. That was hilarious, thanks. It was. God knows. Lol, the USB ports wouldn't work or a charger. Did you get it wet? I'm back. Question, what is your favourite high school... what was your favourite class in high school and why? Also, how long ago was that? Now, I was in school, I was in high school in 96. So 12 years ago. My favourite class, is it 12 years ago? No, 22 years ago. Wow, I'm old. 96 is when I started it. So that's when I was 11 years old. My favourite class in high school, history, because I had some decent teachers. IT, no. I kind of failed IT because I thought I knew everything, and so I ignored the teacher. I don't know. In all honesty, if I was to go back as an adult, I'd love to learn. Love to learn. I've always said that I'd love to do some night classes, right? High school starts when you're 13 to 14, not 11. No. In the UK, it's from you're 11 years old upwards. We have the 11 plus, and then you start the next year. So yeah, we started our high school when I was 11. But yeah, at school was good. I had some really good friends at school, but you always do, and it was always that you've got specific cliques of people, don't you? But if I was to go, I'd love to go back and learn now. That's why I'm hunting out some YouTube certification courses that I'm doing. I've always said that I wouldn't mind going back to learn French again, maybe. Caffeinated NPC Gaming, welcome back. Windows is bloated and laggy. Windows is an OS. So what would you do? So what would you run like? Can you run Windows on the OS, or would you have to use like Google Docs and Google stuff, that kind of stuff? I graduated in 2002. I'm a grandma on YouTube. Caffeinated NPC. The UK is weird, question mark. From what I've seen, the US is the one that's normally weird. Yep. Slim Slime, are you a virgin? No. I'm 33 years old. I'm not going to be a virgin at 33, and my girlfriend's in the chat. If not, how red do you make a pussy? Well, that's a fantastic comment. Thank you very much for popping into a live stream. Another comment like that, and I will ban you, because that's not the point of this live stream. Hera, you're making me ancient. NPC, your setup looks more professional. Well, see, this time it's not balanced on a laptop. I've got a tripod, which my wonderful girlfriend got for me because she saw me struggling last week. Lol, sorry. That's okay. I don't mind. You can hang around, right? But just why? But yeah, the tripod is doing well. And the light's there. So basically, I've not got any technical issues this time, NPC. Everything seems to have gone okay so far. So hello everyone that's in the chat right now. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Share me out to as many people as you can. Feel free to bombard me with questions in the chat as long as they are appropriate. Whether they happen to be YouTube, whether they are live, or anything that you want, and we can have a chat. Tell me what you've been doing this week. What have you been up to? Anything that you're planning at the weekend, that kind of thing. We can hang around, we can chill, and we can enjoy the lead up into the weekend. Yay, tripod! Tell you what, it makes things, I don't have to worry about where it is, I don't have to worry about nudging it, it's very secure, it's kind of like a GorillaPod twisty thing, type thing. You'll see it in one of my YouTube videos next week, how to make good videos on a mobile phone. And it's going to be with me everywhere I go, really. So if I want to randomly make videos, then I will. It's great, but at the moment, I can poke it and it won't fall over. And then I can twist the top, I can put my camera, perfect. I'm one of those horny 14-year-olds. Okay, Slim, that's good for you. My question was, is there anything I can do to help it out? I'm on PST. I have a question. I try to live stream weekly, but some of my audience is in different time zones, so I'm trying to find a medium point where it's possible. Well, make sure, right, figure out who your audience are. Are they school kids? Are they US based? Are they adults? Right? And then try to, if it's school kids, do it after school, and schedule them. So go into your desktop, your dashboard, and on the left hand side it says events, add event upcoming and schedule one, or schedule it on your phone. That's what I did with this one. So go into the YouTube app, click on the upload button, and you'll see live stream. You can then scroll down and click schedule, and if you schedule in advance, it gives people warning that they are there. And then keep going. Plus, do it regularly and people will get used to it. So hopefully everyone now knows that on a Friday night, it's me, right? From 7 o'clock, I entertain you, that kind of thing. I have a cam secured on my main monitor. Works perfectly, works pretty well. Yeah, see, that's what I record my videos with. I use a webcam on top of my laptop, and my laptop is then on top of 2 footrests and a table, and that does fairly well for my main videos. In the long run, I want to have a proper camera, and then at that point I'll have a proper tripod. But it works fine. All you need to do is find a solution and stick with it. In this case, it's a ring light, a tripod, and my mobile phone plugged into a power socket, and that seems to work well. He says checking his battery life. Suggestion: if you ever vlog, you should consider getting the Zhiyun Smooth 4. It's a really cool, just saying cheap, affordable. Is that a camera? A Zhiyun Smooth 4? Or is that a microphone? Like, elaborate on that, Slim. I got a phone tripod. My webcam fits on it as well. See, the webcam will fit on this as well. But the phone works great for live streaming, so I'm just going to use the phone. By the way, the Zhiyun Smooth 4 is only for phones. Is it a mic? Is it a tripod? What? I think your last live stream... since your last live stream, I posted 2 videos. One for a game that is still in beta, and another one for Stardew Valley. ESO's the heck out of both of them. See, if it's a beta, why not? And if you think you're going to make a load of videos, why don't you break that beta into things? How to blah 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 beta, how to get weapon blah 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 beta, that kind of stuff. Hera lol. A few years ago, I was using duct tape to hold my cam to the wall. Well, that's it. I've known people to use blue tack and super glue it to walls, or balance it on books. At the end of the day, as long as you get it at the eye level that you want, as long as it's at a stable rate, and as long as you don't nudge it, then it's fine. Oh, sorry, I forgot. It's like a phone stabilizer. Okay, is it like a gimbal? Does it move when you move? Or is it just a tripod-y thing? Good idea. I wouldn't mind getting a gimbal, but this tripod's great. I'm gonna start packing it in my bag, and when I go for walks at weekends, or when I walk home from my girlfriend along the canal, I might start getting some B-roll footage. So in the future, if you see, like, in the middle of my videos, I'm talking about how to record this or how to do that, and I use some B-roll, then it's probably because I've got my iPhone and my tripod. Alan, you said that earlier that your girlfriend was in the chat. Who is she, and does she make content? She doesn't make content, and her name's Georgia. It's a gimbal. Okay. Yeah, a gimbal, when you move, it moves. And that's good, and it's stable. It's kind of like a steady cam. Desiree, vlog with that phone like I did in Korea. Well, that's it. If I'm going to vlog, if I'm going to do B-roll, if I'm walking home, I'm going to take the tripod and I'm going to use the phone. I like the idea of maybe making a couple of videos which is like how to vlog with a phone, and it'll be like a 5-minute video, and every 30 seconds I'll move location. And it'd be like, you know, oh, you could do this, and here's this tip, and here's that tip, and halfway through the tip I'll change location. And I'll be at a waterfall, and I'll be at a park, and I'll be looking after ducks, and I'll, you know, I like the idea of that. It's in my head, but I've just not planned it yet. There you go. Georgia's just waved at you. There you go. I haven't played the game long enough to do tutorials on it. I just did a first look free demo link type thing. Did another game in the past, and it's got a lot of feedback. We'll maybe do how-tos as you've learnt them, like how to complete this mission, how to do that kind of stuff. My favourite phone things are helmets, where you can get video record yourself and it doesn't look like your head is moving. Okay, so like actual face cam. See, in the long run, I've said when in a couple of years' time, when I've lost enough weight and stuff, I wouldn't mind doing skydiving, and I wouldn't mind doing bungee jumping. I'd only do it once because it would terrify me, but I'd love to have like that cam reaction shot that you get, which is like, ah! It'd be brilliant. It'd be brilliant. It'd be brilliant. And that damn fly again. Yeah, I know, it's huge. It's huge, Hera. It's just, I don't know where it's going to drive me mental. A day in the life, or come along with me on my weekend. Well, that's it, Desiree. I think in the long run, I wouldn't mind doing some more vlogs, or next time I do one of my rants or my thoughtful things, I'll rant whilst on the go. So like my video recently, which is like, you're just a YouTuber. Just a YouTuber. I think I could have done that whilst on the go. Maybe go for a walk. I have said to my beautiful other half that I need to start walking again more. Especially whilst the weather's okay at the moment. It's only going to get worse. Right? So maybe when I'm walking home, I'll take some inspiration and I'll sit down and I'll talk to the camera. I don't know. I'll think about it. If I take the tripod with me in places. Yeah, now that I've figured out that I can record with the mobile and the mobile's okay, it's not perfect for audio quality, right? But it's not horrific. Then vlogging isn't an issue. Also, one of my peers, Dan in Korea, has done really well with the impulsive videos. So he gets a bit of news, he jumps into his car and he vlogs on it. And that's helped him really well. I've avoided that. But my news flash videos, maybe I could start doing it on my tripod. Maybe I can do them more snappy, more quickly, jump on topics quicker. I don't know, I'm just thinking a lot at the moment. And in a few months' time, I'm changing my setup and I'm changing my living arrangements. So maybe I can change some of my vlogging style as well, or introduce a little bit more personal stuff. Gotcha. May just play a lot of it then and then go back and do tutorials afterwards. Exactly. Or, you know, if you learn the game and then you learn basic things. So on here, on my YouTube channel, I've done how to add end cards, how to add info cards, how to make captions. They're really, really easy skills that maybe some people have never learned. So maybe you can do how to equip a helmet, how to equip your armor, how to get a full set, how to get a sword, how to get a gun, how to open doors, how to... Right? And then you can build a playlist out of it. I mean, as a heads up, going to do a day in the life, I mean, as a heads up, going to do a day in the life, so you have to look forward to all of that edit. By the way, Amy just did one. Yeah, I know. And you love being Amy for no reason. Like, you are your own self, by the way, Desiree. But yeah, fine. So hello everyone that happens to be in the chat at the moment. I am Alan Spicer. If you are new around here, hit that subscribe button down below. I do YouTube tricks and tips, IGTV tips. I live stream every Friday just to entertain you. Feel free to hit that like button, share me out to as many people as possible. Hit that share button, once again, get all your friends in here, right, and ask me any question that you want, whether it's about YouTube, whether it's about life, whether it's about politics. Tell me what you've done this week, tell me what you're doing at the weekend, or just share thoughts with me, anything that you'd like to change, anything that you think I should muse on, anything that I should think about. Dudes, I love DBZ, so Dragon Ball Z. I've never watched Dragon Ball Z. I think I was too old at the time and then never went back. I'll be day in the life of work and a work and home mum. I've been thinking about it for a couple of months. See, Desiree, I really liked the one where you went to Starbucks. I liked how personal that was. I liked the whole get into the car. I liked how the sit there. I liked the B-roll. I really liked how you did that because it was dynamic. It was very Casey Neistat-esque, and I think that's a very good thing. And if you're leaving outside an office environment, those are the kind of things that drag people in. Those are the kind of stuff that I want to start incorporating at some point. Maybe I'll give you a YouTube tip from a Costa Coffee, or I'll do a YouTube tip from my walk whilst debating blah, 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 blah. You know, it's like, stop delaying, just start creating. You can start creating whilst you're at work. You can start creating whilst you're having a cup of coffee. You could be walking down a canal and, oh, look at some ducks. You know, that kind of, I really like the whole moving and storytelling and life. And that video did really well. That's what I was thinking about at the time. Huzzah. I used to drive a taxi. That would have contained some interesting interactions, to say the least. See, have you ever thought of making taxi cab stories? You know, well, this lass got in and she told me about this, this, and this, or these are the things that I've overheard, right? Because some of the weird things that taxi drivers must hear about, right, must be fantastic. Just, you know, if you maybe animate it, maybe give it, tell the story behind it, or whatever. The funny stories of a taxi driver. YouTube tips for creating on the go. Exactly. You know, but I like the idea of mixing it up a bit, because at the moment, Story Cab, that could be a name for a story-based taxi series. Yeah. But no, once you're out of the like, don't get me wrong, I'm okay with the set being set up behind me and me giving you a tutorial and me picking the topic and telling you something, right? But I also think there's something more entertaining as on-the-go type thing, because you're curious about what's behind you as well as curious about what's on there. Sorry for the way I said that the show is called One Piece. Oh yeah, she's been an anime baby. She grew up on Dragon Ball Z and One Piece. Desiree, that sounds like it would be a good video. I've been in that position and I could show how rewarding it is. One Piece family. Okay. So yeah, here we are. We're about an hour and a half. Hour and 40 minutes into our live stream. We normally do quite well in quite these. If you're new around here, please say hello. Alan, do you have a favourite anime? Never really got into anime. When I was younger, maybe a bit of Pokemon. But in the UK, anime when I was at school had like a naughty connotation. So to me, when I was younger, anime was more hentai at school. So we didn't really get it. So I missed Dragon Ball Z. I watched a bit of Pokemon. But Pokemon, because I was a little bit older, Pokemon seemed like this cheesy kiddie thing, and then everything got wrapped around this whole, well, if Pokemon's that, then everything else must be for 2-year-olds, right? We did get Digimon. We did get Yu-Gi-Oh, but I didn't really watch it. So yeah, I don't know. We kind of missed it when I was younger or old enough. But at the time I was at school, at the height of my school, was the height of the wrestling boom. So I'm much more of a wrestling fan. That was our kind of thing. That's okay, you can turn the chat into an anime chat if you want to, I don't mind, but just throw in the odd question to help me. I used to work at an adult store in Arkansas. I sold so much hentai. Here you go, Hera. Two things. One, that's cool, right? Working in an adult store. Once again, you must have some fantastic stories. And two, for so long, I'd read an ARKANSAS, and I'd pronounce it Arkansas. Because Arkansas should have a W at the end. Arkansas, not Arkansas. Right? So when I was recording some videos, like in my alter ego, I was doing some weird laws in America, and Arkansas's got some fantastically weird laws, right? But I couldn't put out that video because half of the video I was pronouncing it Arkansas. Who's your favourite wrestler? Will Ospreay, Shawn Michaels, RVD. I like a bit of Kevin Owens, right, for the brutalness. Adam Cole, baby, is quite good. Omega, maybe. I think it's good. I think it's really, really good. At the moment, the wrestling world actually has competition. So it's now WCW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, versus WWF, WWE, right? You've got NXT, you've got the UK environment really boosting, so it's great. I got to see WrestleMania in 2010 and see Shawn Michaels' last fight against the Punisher. Ow, my nerd brain is going to have a go at you for two things there, Desiree. One, it's Shawn Michaels, not Sheen Michaels. And two, his last wrestling match was against The Undertaker, not the Punisher. Right? The only reason I'm getting really narky is because, three, you've been at WrestleMania and I haven't, and that hurts my nerd soul. For me to fly out to WrestleMania, it's going to cost like £1,000 for the flights, hundreds of pounds for the hotel room, even more for a decent seat at WrestleMania. I'd love to see one WrestleMania before I die, right? Maybe in 5 years' time, when like the YouTube thing becomes more and more of a thing, right? Then maybe I can fly out there. I've already promised somebody that I'll go out there for social media marketing world, right? So maybe I go out there and I watch a WrestleMania at some point in 4 or 5 years' time as well. Alan, I used to call it that too. It should either have a W or a Y. Then it'd be Arkansas. So many stories. My old preacher from my school head church came in to buy a Bridget the Midget videos. See, these are the things that you'd have to do, like confession of a porn store, right? Having said that, you can't use porn in the title because you get demonetized. But if you did use porn in the title, then you'd get traffic. Especially if you did like preacher porn in the thumbnail. Just be really careful. That's clickbait to the extreme. Sorry, Undertaker. It was my first home watching it. My hubby loves it. It's his thing. Desiree. Really jealous. My dad told me the story where he went to WrestleMania with his dad and his brother, and he was younger. So I said, why didn't you wait for me to be born? See, wrestling fans, it's ingrained. It's like Mecca. Sooner or later. Georgia, yes. We'll go to WrestleMania together, right? But it's going to have to be like 3, 4, 5 years in the future, right? Where we can get childcare from Minimoo, right? Because if we go to WrestleMania, the only kid that we look after at WrestleMania is me. You're going to really hate me and tell you where it's seats. It was free club seats, and it was in my town and connections. I hate you. I hate you. Arkansas was named for French plural of Native American tribe. Kansas was the English spelling of a similar one. Since then, the letter S at the end of French words is silent. So it should be Arkansas. Arkansas. I can see it in a French accent. Isn't it Swoozy that does Disney employee confessions? I don't know. Swoozy's channel has millions of subs. See, that's the kind of thing. Like, if you can tap into a niche and a funny story, right? Disney confessions could be a good keyword description, a good keyword to kind of rank on, and then you can give stories behind it. And people like to listen to stories, which would then give a... So yeah, why not? Why not? I need to find my baby pics at my uncle's house. He's got a picture of me with Roddy Piper when I was 8 months old. The only kid you take to WrestleMania is SM22. Thanks for inviting me, even though you didn't. You can go with your own dad, SM22. I'll send you the mug over. Guess this needs to be my new series. See, even if it is just like Confessions of a Pawn Shop, right? And it's like The Dirty Head Teacher, Confessions of a Pawn Shop. The Naughty Priest, Confessions of a Pawn Shop, right? And then have funky thumbnails, right? And as I said, that might not be monetizable, but it could give you traffic, and that traffic might then subscribe and then watch the other monetized videos or the safer videos. Don't worry, the mug is all I was asking for. I bet it was. So hello everyone that's currently in the live stream. I'm Alan Spicer. I'm a YouTube consultant, a web developer, and generally someone that talks about a load of crap. It's tea time, right? So hit that like button to share us out to as many people as possible. Share this live stream out so we can bring as many people in here, and bombard my comment section with questions so I can keep answering those questions. We can keep hanging out on this wonderful Friday evening. Tea. Maybe not Confessions of a Pawn Shop, that might get you demonetized. Yeah, well, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, do you want to play for the clickbait? Confessions of a Pawn Shop is clickbaity, right? You might get international traffic, right? Speaking from experience, when I used to use porny titles, that used to get me international traffic, and my channel grew, but I couldn't monetize those videos, but that's fine. If you use it as a traffic honeypot, and you get the views on that one, and then they trickle off to other videos, that might make you money. Or you can do Confessions of an Adult Shop, but then that's not as searchable. I've been in menswear, waitressing, adult store retail, regular retail. I've owned my own small business, and I was a roller girl, so I could have content for years. Exactly. Confessions of a shop owner, Confessions of a roller girl, Confessions of a adult shop retail assistant, right? Confessions of a porn star, or whatever, right? Go for it. Make mini series, make many playlists, or do 3 or 4 at once. right? And every now and then you just make another video and you add it to that playlist, and over time you've got 10 stories of each or whatever. Naughty shop stories. Could do. But naughty? Who searches naughty? Hurricane just googled, search Swoozy, watch how main video about Disney employees has 20 million views. Who needs money? I'm not monetized yet. There you go. So Hera, this might be your way to get your watch time and your subscribers. But bearing in mind that they'll look at the videos and it would have semi-dodgy titles. But as long as they're not the only videos you make, so for every Confessions of a Pawn Shop person, you've got 3 other videos, then it will rack up the watch time you need, and it'll be fine. Creepy old men say naughty. I didn't say naughty, and I'm a creepy old man. I have, for anyone that's into wrestling, I have the Undisputed Era stuck in my head. It's a brainworm on loop at the moment. Boom! One of my most popular videos is my Japan trip vlog, and my channel is about social media. Very much agreed, right? If you title it properly, if you tag it properly, if you describe it properly, if you've got an intriguing thumbnail, the vlogs can be quite intriguing. If you share them in the right places and if you share them on the right Reddit threads, then they can continue to generate content, watch time, and a steady stream of possible subscribers. The advantage that Desiree also now has is that she's then supplemented her channel with the normal how-to content on social media. So she's got how to make Facebook pages, how to make Facebook pages without a personal account, how to upload videos, how to promote Instagram via giveaways, that kind of thing. So you mix between traffic sources and helpful content, and it will help you grow and help you get that watch time, assuming that you follow my how-to kind of mantra for the first 10, 20, 30, 50 videos. The more how-tos you throw out there, in my opinion, the faster you will grow in the long term. I'm starting to snowball at the moment because, as I said, I got my first 1,000 subscribers about 4 or 5 months ago. I'm about to hit 2,000 subscribers a few months later. I'm now getting thousands of views per month, and I'm getting more and more views a day, right? And that's just snowballing week to week, month to month. So at the rate that I'm growing now, in a year's time, I can possibly 10x my growth. And all I'm doing is continuing to put out tutorials, and now recently putting a little bit more personal stuff in the mix. But mostly, for every personal video, I've got 2 more how-to things, because those how-tos are evergreen and people will always hunt to find out how to monetize your channel, how to add this, how to do that, what settings you need for Adobe Premiere Pro, that kind of thing. Does anyone else find it weird that I'm trademarking adult store stories? Well, you can only trademark it if you actually start doing them. And even then, it's not a problem. When Fandango's theme happened, it was stuck in my head for weeks. Thanks for that one. You're just saying his name, it's now in my head. Shame they buried him. He could have been a good upper card, middle card player like a Billy Gunn. Speaking of themes, can we make Alan a theme song to play in the intro? What, do you not like the crackle? I want to update that intro at some point in the future. I want to update the end card as well, but slowly I'm adding more and more stuff. And as I said before, it's every little step. If I make one change now and one change now and one change then and then, you see how far you've grown. If you'll notice in my next few videos that I've started doing a few more chops ins and a few more steps in, a bit more animation. to keep you more engaged. Those kind of things you learn by watching other people. You see how they engage, how they keep engagement rate, that kind of things. To the theme of another one bites the dust. Alan has man nipples. Bum bum bum. Alan shows his man nipples, and he teaches you stuff. And he has a big mug, and has man nipples. Wow. Well, you know, feel free to make a video on it. I can always cut it in at some point to say thank you for the weirdness. Yes, theme song. Or your annoying content making you learn stuff. Or your annoying client making you learn stuff. Exactly. Exactly. At the end of the day, you just keep learning. Right? And the more you learn, the more you can integrate it into your videos. And the more you integrate it in the videos, the more you can learn. And the better you get. Right? I feel that should go triple platinum. If it does go triple platinum, make sure that it mentions my name and my channel URL. Then it's fine. Right? If it drives clients my way, then I'm not going to complain. If it drives clients away, then I'll be slightly annoyed. What would it take for you to go YouTube full-time? Now, at the moment, I'm kind of semi-full-time anyway. I don't make money off of YouTube directly. I've said this before. YouTube for this channel has never paid me anything. All of 170, 180 YouTube tutorials are on that channel to generate traffic for search engine optimization, to prove to other people who I am and what I can do. What that has done is that's kind of rustled up people that are interested in my skills and my skill set and my knowledge, and I help optimize their channels and build their websites and stuff like that. So this has become a lead source because they see who I am, they're intrigued in what I can do, they reach out to use my knowledge, and then I charge them for the privilege. So in the process, that kind of funds my ability to work here on YouTube full time, kind of. But I also do other things behind the scenes to pay the bills, because it's my clients and how well they like me that helps me stay afloat and pay my bills. And if they like me, they'll refer other people, or they'll go and get other people, or they'll use more of my services. You know who you are. Thank you very much. But once this channel's monetized, if I keep getting the views that I get now and the ad rates that I semi-expect from somebody else, then that will help. That will pay a little bit towards my rent. Every little helps. But I can't imagine going full-time solely through YouTube money for another 3-4 years. And even then, that all depends on your bills and stuff. I'd love to. I've seen some YouTubers in my niche that can earn £2,000-3,000 per month through pay-per-click advertising alone, and then they add their affiliate marketing and their sponsorships and their clients and stuff like that. So £2,000-3,000 per month is more than enough for me to go full time, but they're getting much more views than I am now. So if it snowballs at the rate that it's doing now, I'm looking at 3 years time, and that's what you should always be thinking when on YouTube. Think for the long term. If you want to make a career out of YouTube, you need to do 2 or 3 years worth of hard foundation work to thank yourself. For you to do it in the long term, you have to do 2 or 3 years worth of hard foundation work now. So in the future, your future self will look back at your hard work and thank you. And that's what you need to do now. So me putting out 3-4 videos a week right now is so that in 2-3 years time, he can come back and go, if I didn't do that, if I didn't learn, if I didn't study. Alan, when you hit 10,000 subscribers, that song is going to happen. Good. It has to happen. It'll put you from 10,000k to 10 million overnight, since you know how to tag stuff. What is an actionable step we can take all to make it go? What is an actionable step we can all make going into the weekend for YouTube? Go back and have a look at your videos. Have a look at your analytics. Have a look at your best performing video. Right? What you do is you go to Dashboard, Analytics, Real Time, and then sort by the most popular by 48 hours. Your top 3 or 4 videos that are getting you regular traffic over the last 24 to 48 hours, how old is that video? Can you remake that video? Can you tweak that video? Can you update those videos? Or can you make similar videos alongside of that? Make a list, make a checklist of those videos and maybe brainstorm around them. Why? Because those videos have clearly done well for you, right? So what you can then do is record videos on similar topics. That's for the long term. And then you can place them into playlists. For a very quick, actionable thing, have a look at all of your videos on your channel, pick one theme and make a playlist out of it. So in the case of Desiree Martinez, she's a social media expert. I would expect her to flick through her playlists, collect all of her Instagram videos together and title Top 10 Tips for Instagrams or Top 10 Instagram Tips. That's a playlist. Title it properly, describe it properly, there's your new playlist. It's quick, it's simple, it's content. Now, if you do that each and every week, if every Friday you add a new playlist, it's a new playlist, it's more content, it's more things for people to find you by. What I'm doing, or would be doing, if I wasn't at my girlfriend's over the weekend, what I'm planning on doing over the course of the next few weeks is I'm using the Daryl Eves method. I'm going back to my videos in the last, via the 48-hour filter, and any videos that are 3 or 4 months old that are getting a trickle of traffic, 50 to 100 views every 48 hours, I'm going back and having a look at the thumbnail. Could I improve that thumbnail? Could I make it better? Could I improve a click-through rate? Right? Is that click-through rate something that boosts? Why? Because if the thumbnail is kind of but you're still getting traffic, then it means you're ranking. If you can improve that to yeah, and the click-through rate improves, not only do you get a little bit more views, which you can now manage the check out the click-through rate in your analytics, click-through rate, it goes to the studio beta. You'll be able to see if the click rate goes up. This is how you A/B thumbnail test stuff, right? So have a look at the thumbnail, reword it, maybe a different picture, right? Use the keyword in the thumbnail, that kind of thing. So in my case, one of my most popular videos was YouTube custom URL. And it's me doing, and it's a really bad lit video, it's a really bad lit thumbnail, and it was one of my very first thumbnails on this channel. So what I've gone back to is so I've gone back and I've reformatted it a little bit better, because in the last year I've learned how to do my thumbnails a little bit bigger, a little bit better, a little bit more bold. So I've gone back and I've just updated that thumbnail. It hasn't changed the ranking of the video, but it is improving the click-through rate. Because the click-through rate improves, it gets more views, which gets more watch time, which means it gets ranked higher because it's more relevant to the search term, right? And then it lifts it just a little bit and a little bit more and a little bit more, right? If you do that to 4 or 5 videos, right, over the course of a month, and all of those click rates go up and go up and go up, it's going to get more traffic, it's going to get more engagement, it's going to get more views, and then you can put those videos in a playlist of its own, which can filter more views to other things. So what I'm doing is I'm effectively A/B thumbnail testing through that method. Replace an old one, first of all, download the old one, replace the old one with an up-to-date one that looks a bit better, see if the click rate goes up. If it does, keep it. If it doesn't, put back the old thumbnail. Just use the studio beta to see if the click-through rate goes up. Daryl Eve says that a good click-through rate on an individual video can be anywhere between like 5 and 14%, but There's nothing wrong with tweaking it. If you can clearly see that you know that you can do a better thumbnail, even if it's that the text is clearer, even if instead of putting like an entire sentence of text next to it, you're only using keywords. So for example, link Facebook to Instagram, rather than how to link Facebook to Instagram, right? You're using the keywords that people have searched for. Link Facebook to Instagram. It's clearer, it's bigger, it's easier to read. Is your thumbnail a bit blurred? Is it a bit dark? Maybe you make it brighter. In my case, I've gone the other way. I've made it a darker background because the whitewash washing out my texts. So now I'm on this side, like I always have been, but over here is darker, which means the text is popping more. Go and have a look at my old thumbnails. You can see what I mean. Sorry, I went on a rant there. But yeah, basically go through and tweak little things. SM22, what do you call yourself as a worker? I'm a digital consultant. Because I do a lot of things. I'm a web designer, I'm a social media marketer, I'm a social media expert, I'm a YouTube consultant. So depending, really, if you come to me for YouTube work, I'll introduce myself as a YouTube consultant. But most of the time, I'm a digital consultant. All right, dudes, I'm going to dip. I have editing to do. Okay, SM22. So you're going to do that for me, right? Desiree, I'm live streaming, and it's 9 o'clock at night. No, I'll do it in the morning. But at the end of the day, the idea of adding a playlist once a week for any theme, right? It could be monthly based, it could be a lucky dip, it could be 5 tips that you think are good for rookies, whatever, right? A playlist should be at least 5 videos, but no more than 10, because then people can watch all the way through it and they get the bonus of ending it. They can link off to other things, right? And they could be themed, right? It's good. Hello, beginner bros. Sorry, I did say hello. I did see you when you come in. I'm not ignoring you. I apologise. I like the new thumbnail, like a new thumbnail or a rewording. Rewording the thumbnail is good. Just keep it short. Like it could be open Facebook groups, new Facebook groups, Instagram contesting. Grow on Instagram, right? The less words, the better. It's more impactful. It's easier to read. Nobody wants to look at on a mobile phone screen and go, oh, how small is that? I don't know. Are you on my side of the community guideline strike? You are awesome. Which community guideline strike? You can always appeal, by the way, community guideline strikes. I've done a video. Google Alan Spicer community guideline strike appeal, and then a video will come up. Are you planning on coming to the States? Maybe. The plan... At the moment, I'm still building. This first year is doing really, really well. The first year on YouTube on this channel, of me finally being an educator, I've grown to, you know, nearly 2,000 subscribers. I'm picking up clients. I'm getting views. I'm growing. Next year, I'm doing a lot of personal life stuff, and I want to save. And then the following year, I've made a promise to somebody that, subject to funding and subject to life events, I'd like to go and possibly experience social media marketing world. That way I can dabble in the educator world. We'll see. We'll see. And then I can finally do a collaboration with someone that I promised that I'd do when I hit 1,000 subscribers. I think it'd be better if I do it in person, but that's going to take a couple of years. So in the meantime, I need to make sure that that person has over 1,000 subscribers by then as well. I'm sure she'll do really well. She's been growing really, really well recently. So yeah, I'd like to go to the States for wrestling. I've always said that my dream holiday would be get one of those hippie VW camper vans, get my webcam, or in this case my mobile phone, and just kind of vlog around. Maybe when that happens, when YouTube becomes big enough that it funds my income, and I don't have certain commitments for a while. Maybe in 5-10 years time, when I can put like my girlfriend's child into a holiday arrangement or something, or she could be at school or whatever, then yeah, I'll go to the States and I'll rent a camper van and I'll just tour around America, go see the world's biggest ball of twine, diners that are shaped like hot dogs, that kind of thing. One was just a parody of me sitting on the toilet, and the other one was a sketch that was drinking pee and it was stupid, and the video is way better than some videos. See, in this case, just appeal and tell them that it's not pee, just that it's orange juice, right? At the end of the day, like, the problem with YouTube is it's becoming much more restricted and much more rule-based, and it never used to be this moody, right? But I understand why they're doing it, right? But they're just being too harsh on things now. YouTube needs to remember that it was broadcast yourself. And after the many, many years where they got slapped for people uploading Family Guy episodes, the thing that helped YouTube was creators. You know, the Alfie Days, the Philip DeFrancos, the Shay Carls, the Ray William Johnsons, the Epic Rap Battles of History, the Epic Meal Times, the Zay Franks. That's what built YouTube. Zoella, Alfie Days, Alex Day, Emma Blackery. Right? YouTube's becoming more and more corporate, angling more and more towards business, trying to make more and more money. And I get it, because they're a business. But at the end of the day, they're Google. They've got a monopoly on uploading videos. So even if they lost money month to month to month, they're not actually losing money. They still have market share. They still dominate the platform. Nobody uploads to Vimeo for shits and giggles. You don't see me sat here on Vimeo for 2.5 hours, do you? They rejected it. Well, as I said, it'll roll off in like 90 days, right? If you don't live stream, it doesn't cause a problem. As long as you don't get a strike within the next 28 days, then they won't ban you for uploading. Just play it safe and you'll be fine. It was not an offensive parody. I was just doing the same thing as normal, sitting on the toilet with a joke. That joke. I'm an idiot for doing parodies. Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. Stuff happens, man. My throat's going dry. You can probably hear my radiator buzzing in the background. Thanks a lot. You're a good help. Have a great day. Okay, baby girl's nap time. I guess it's time to record. Yes, it is, Desiree. Go record. Right? I need videos for Monday. I'm just trying to make sure that certain people gets their money's worth, right? At the end of the day, I feel guilty if I'm not editing stuff for you. But yeah, I'm on an editing streak at the moment. I've edited like 5 or 6 videos this week for the coming weeks and months, right? So, yeah. Because I need to clear my calendar, because in the coming weeks I might have to do many, many more, right? If certain people charm their way into certain situations, you know who you are. That'd be fantastic. And then I'll be very, very busy. So I'm pre-recording some of my stuff to get ahead of things. I'm about a week and a half ahead of myself at the moment, which is great. But it also means that if I want to hop on during the week for breaking news, I can push videos further forward because they're evergreen content. So I can hop on live streams and just talk like this. It's not a problem. I'm trying. It's fine. I understand. All right. I'm just joking for you. That's cool. What's your dream car? I don't drive, right? But I've always liked the idea of having like a a day-to-day car of like a Mazda MX-5, and I know that's like a hairdresser's car, right? But maybe if money was no object, I'd love a DeLorean. You know, a Back to the Future DeLorean. You know how annoying I can be. Yeah, I do, Desiree. Just you know, do me a favour. Don't record stuff and then demand that it's uploaded in 3 hours' time. I'm going to bed soon. By the way, if you want sitting on the toilet, it's on my channel if it's still up. You go give feedback. I much appreciate it. Tweet it at me so I don't forget it. Tweet it at Alan Spicer YT. So dream car, yeah, DeLorean, because everyone wants a Back to the Future, right? Sorry, I don't have Twitter. Okay, that's cool. That's okay. So is everybody part of my Facebook group? There's a link in the description down below. It's a small YouTuber group where we sit there, we share tips. We don't spam video content, we just chat like a YouTuber community. We're all YouTubers in there, we share tips. There's a link in the description down below. Go and join that Facebook group. Hello, Wrestle Dude. Welcome back. How was your editing? Perfect car choice. Yeah, a DeLorean. I'd love a DeLorean. I'd even be tempted to kit it out like the DeLorean Back to the Future time travel car. You know, with the flux capacitor and the food blender on the top. Ah. Oh. My name is Sammy Bustami. Welcome. All I can hear is my own refrigerator buzzing in the background. Can you guys and girls hear that? Or is it just the fact that I know it's there and it's driving me a bit mental? Are you gay? No. No. Welcome, Chris. Hello, welcome. No, I'm not gay. My girlfriend's even in the live stream somewhere watching me. So, no. Hello, everyone that's in the live stream right now. Please feel free to drop questions in the chat, and I'll see what I can do to entertain you. Hit that like button, so therefore it shares this out to as many people as possible. Hit that share button once again. Get as many people in here to ask as many questions. We can hang out on a Friday evening and just chill. Is your girlfriend a boy? No. Chris, be nice. Do you like Fortnite? Never. I like the idea of watching Fortnite. I like the idea of watching Battle Royale. I've never played either of them. Right? I find them quite entertaining. I like the whole Battle Royale concept. Even the film. Right, the whole, like, there's 30 of them and they're all going to fight to the death and then there's one left remaining. I really like that idea. And I think I would really like playing it. But my problem is that I have a very addictive personality. So I imagine that if I started playing Fortnite and I started upgrading and stuff, I would just... I'd never have time for anything else. Like, when I started playing Destiny... That was it. I had to play it non-stop. I was playing it every day. I was playing it on reset. I was everything, right? But even to the extent when Destiny 2 came out, I bought a load of snacks. I sat in front of the TV. I made sure that I wasn't doing anything all week. I cleared all my week charts. I even ignored my phone. And I just non-stop played the game. So I can imagine me doing that with Fortnite and stuff like that. I'd get stuck on the game a bit too much. Would you rather win $1 million or have a 50-50 chance of 10 million? 1 million. 1 million guaranteed, please. Because I can do something with 1 million guaranteed, right? Because then, what's the point of risking something, right? Yeah, you might get 10 times more, but if you just work harder with £1 million, plus, let's be honest, like £1 million can solve most of your life's problems. It shouldn't be a problem. You can buy a house, you can buy a car, you can clear people's debt, you can put money into college tuition or university tuitions and stuff like that, and then you never have to work again if you're sensible. Budget yourself £1,000 a month or £2,000 a month and you're sorted. Wow, what's with the "are you gay, are you a virgin" question? I know, I've got 2 of them so far, right? It's nice. I think it's because the longer I'm in here, the more YouTube promotes my stuff out to other people. It's okay, I get it, it's fine. So yeah, if you are new around here, please feel free to hit that subscribe button. I don't mind if you want to accuse me of being like gay or whatever. It's not exactly going to hurt my feelings. Where are you in Britain? Do you live like what country? I live in West Yorkshire in Huddersfield, and that's in the United Kingdom, England. I used to live in Kent, but I've lived up here 8-9 years now. I think Yorkshire's a much friendlier place. There's much friendlier people up here, and it works quite well. Where do you live, Joe? Can I have the hoverboard then if you get the car? Yeah. It's fine. Because the car actually exists. The hoverboard won't hover. Having said that, I have seen some hoverboard stuff, which is just like, effectively they use maglev technology, just like they use the bullet trains in Japan. So you have to be on metal surfaces, but you can float through the push of magnets. Oh, it looks amazing. I'd so break my neck or my ankle within like 7 seconds. I sort of get the idea of why Fortnite is a big thing, but I don't really have the drive to play it. I also know how I am in competitive games, like Rage Quit from Rocket League. See, Fortnite did really, really, really well, right? Fortnite did really, really well. Why? Because at the end of the day, it was given out free, and it's very cartoon based. Like PUBG was very graphical, very graphic, very human, very realistic. So all they did for Fortnite was upgrade it a little bit. Do you watch midgets bang? No, I'm not into midgets. I mean, I am into short women, but not midgets. Would you rather have a lump sum of cash than a gradual payout? I'm all for instant gratification. Now, I said this in... I'm not sure if the video's out just yet. If you are guaranteed long-term life, if you are guaranteed 10 years, and you could get like £5,000 per month for 10 years, right? Which is 60,000, 600,000, right? If you could get £600,000 like over 10 years, or £300,000 in a lump sum right now, I'm okay with the gradual money, because £5,000 per month, it's so much better in the long run. Hello, Lee. Welcome back. I haven't seen you in a while. In fact, I haven't seen you back since my last live streams. So I'm okay with delayed gratification when it comes to money, right? But if it was a case of you've got £1 million, you've got 100% chance of £1 million or 50% chance of 10 million, I'll take the million. I don't want to risk money. I'll go for the guaranteed money. I'm definitely not a boy. No, Georgia's definitely not a boy. Glitterstem. I adore Yorkshire. Would like to end up there eventually. Lovely. Where would you like to live, Glitter? Are you thinking Bradford? Are you thinking anywhere? Do you just love the US? I'm from Scotland, as you were asking. Okay, roughly where in Scotland? I've always wanted to go up there. Chris, last warning. Last warning. Caffeinated NPC. I agree. Hey, Lee. Hey, Alan. How much does it cost to work with you to grow your channel? and grow a loyal fan base from my current 156 to thousands of loyal subs who care. If you want to work directly with me, I will have to communicate with you in reference to how much your budget is and how much work you need me to do for you. If you want an actual quote, there is a email address in the description down below, Alan at HD1 Web Design. Drop me an email there and we can communicate that way. At the end of the day, it depends. If you've got a monthly budget you can spend, then it would involve that. And Chris. You're out of here. I really need to start adding mods. Give me a couple of weeks. If you're in here on a regular basis, any of you, if you're in here on a regular basis and we get on okay, I might make you a mod and then we can deal with dickheads like that without me having to deal with it. So hello everyone, if you're in the live stream right now, if you're new around here, I am Alan Spicer. I'm a YouTube consultant, a digital consultant, right? And in the description down below there is a link. Feel free to subscribe. Hit that like button to share me out to as many people as possible, and share me by hitting that share button. Tweet me, Facebook me, that kind of thing. Feel free to ask me any questions that you want. Hit that like button, right? The questions there for the chat and stuff like that. Good night, Glitterstem. Post your questions in the chat and I'll answer them as soon as possible, and we can just hang around and just generally build a community. It'd be great fun. I'd be a ban happy mod. See, that's what I'm worried about in PC. Like what I want is if people are around in the coming weeks and months, right, and they were regular and I learn and that's fine, right? Then in that situation, I'd start modding people, and then I'd ask people to put them on naughty steps to warn them in chat, and then if they're getting aggressive or adult behaviour, then ban. I don't mind the odd bit of banter. I don't mind the odd bit of fun, right? But sometimes just no. And by the way, once you're banned, you're not coming back, right? Just thought I'd drop in and show my support. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, the God King. Welcome. How's your week been? Been up to much? Are you going to VidCon London in February 2009? I didn't even know that London had a VidCon. Is that a new one? Would you rather be flying a car or have... Would you rather have a flying car or a 1 terabyte internet connection? I think a flying car, in all honesty. Like, my internet connection's okay, right? It can stream, it's done, right? I can't really make money off a 1 terabyte internet connection. Yeah, it's fast, but I can't really do much with it, right? A flying car, I could charge people money to be in my flying car. Plus, I could get to places without any traffic, right? I just have to make sure that I'm strapped into the car with super strong seatbelts for me, my girlfriend, and then make sure that her little kid is really, really, really bubble wrapped in the back, super glued and won't climb out. Just go and get a cereal bar or something. Joe, he's got one chance. He has to apologise in chat to everybody, or it's a permanent ban. If you type into Google VidCon London, you can get all the info for it's new for 2019. Maybe, but I wouldn't be there as kind of a creator, not unless I blow up huge. But I'll be honest, 2019 is going to be a very expensive year. Maybe in 2020, maybe. Everybody, Chris would like to apologise that it was his sister. This is your last warning, Chris. Your last warning. I don't like faffing around with moderating in my chat. Right? Last warning. Any more crap, even if it is your sister, you're gone. Do you understand me? You would be the most sought after taxi Uber on earth. What if... What? Oh, the flying taxi. Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Joe, the wrestling god is being nice to the chat. You shouted at me. Yeah, right. Chris, this live stream isn't about you. This live stream isn't about drama in chat. If anyone kicks off and drama in chat, I'm going to remove all of you. Do you understand me? Yeah, we're here to just hang out on a Friday and just ask questions and have fun time and talk about YouTube or your life. Right? I don't want crap in the chat. Right? Do you understand me? Right? We're supposed to be adults this evening. Right? I'm going to draw a line in the sand. If we can change the topic, that would be fantastic. How do I join a group? Which group? The Facebook group. There's a link in the description down below. If you click on the Facebook link and click join, right? And then when you're in there, hello again. Hello, presentation vlogs. Yeah, click join. And when I get off the live stream, I'll be able to approve and let you join. So yes, at the moment we seem to have a fluctuation of people coming back. Hello, beginner bros. Does that help? How does YouTube determine when to push your videos out to people who may like your content and recommend to similar creators than you? Is it watch time, view count, or does both count? It's kind of an amalgamation of things. Like if you're consistent, if you're continuing to put out regular content in similar situations, that kind of thing, then the YouTube sees that you're getting the same stuff, that you're putting out regular content, that you're getting engagement, that you're getting comments. And it is a steady growth thing. You're not going to do one video and it's not going to explode, right? So now, my videos now get a little bit more authority than they did a year ago. So they're now starting to get recommended a little bit better because they've seen my track record over the course of the last year. So it kind of depends. Watch time helps views count. But you'd much rather have one view that watches all the way through than 5 views that jump out in the first 10 seconds. I had a teacher many years ago who said anything that I carry with me in all professional interactions, leave your baggage at the door. We're all adults. Exactly. Exactly. So, Alan, what do you think of YouTube? So, Alan, what do you think of YouTube banning a channel for saying the word Twitch? I don't understand the context. Surely they didn't just do it for mentioning a rival. I can't see how that will be. How do you feel about the YouTube adpocalypse and more recent censorship and taking down of channels? I like to other points of view on the situation. Thanks very much. Okay, the adpocalypse. Now, although it seemed to shock the system, just going to let that settle in for a second. Right? Shock. the system. Wrestling fans, I get it. Although it seemed to shock the system and it upset some of the smaller YouTubers, I think the adpocalypse helped. What it did is it started to eliminate all of the crappy channels, the ones that, you know, got in and they immediately threw out videos, or they immediately copied films, and they immediately tried to grab views to get monetized because they hit the 10,000 views and immediately got thumbed up and greened. Now you actually have to put in conscious effort to build a channel and an audience to get your 1,000 subscribers and your 4,000 hours of watch time. So I think in the long run, it will improve the quality of creators that are coming through. No more trash, no more bots, that kind of thing. It also means that when they crack down and eliminate certain things, like there was channels that were emulating Peppa Pig, but with also adultifying it. So there was Peppa, and she was, you know, here's Peppa, and today we're going to talk about how Peppa really, really likes the priest, and the priest really, really likes young Peppa. You know, creepy stuff, or murder, or suicide. I'm just like, what? So cracking down on those are fine. When it comes to free speech, I think YouTube should allow people to say whatever they want, as long as it's not riling up hate and riling up violence, right? It's fine. Just demonetize them, or stop suggesting them if it's that heinous, right? That you feel that they can't promote it. But if it is then Islamic State, and if it's stuff like, then ban them, right? But free speech and graphic violence are two completely different things, right? Audience, thanks, great channel. Thank you. Thank you very much, Lee Everett. I've restarted my YouTube channel a bit, and I'm doing drone footage. Always good, really entertaining. Do locals, title it properly, describe it properly, tag it properly, open it up for stock footage, and people can really love that. I've seen some channels recently niche the crap out of it, like Huddersfield by night, Castle Hill by night, Greenhead Park by night, and then by day and by sunset and by sunrise. Do towns, do villages, that kind of thing, right? It can work really, really well. Or download festival, you know, or Leeds and Reading, and crowd footage, and lakes and canals and seasides. Drone footage could be great. I know you've said in the past about being niche, but would you have any ideas on something similar that could appeal to bigger audience? As I said, drone footage is very, very niche, but if you opened it up to the drone community, which, by the way, there is a Reddit thread for drone videos, but you could also have thoughts. So you could have drone footage, and then you could talk about recent events. So it'd be like, because I did this on my previous channel before it disappeared. I was talking about how my life has changed, and how when I was having my depression, I walked places, and how I liked to walk to get away from things, and this was my latest conquest. So here was Greenhead Park, which is a park near me, and here was Castle Hill, which is a big landmark near me, and that was my Easter promise to myself, that I'd finally go and conquer this thing. And since then, I felt so much better, and I feel that so you can either talk over the drone footage, or you can release it to stock photography. You can upload it to stock galleries, and you may even be able to make money off of it by selling it to like iStock and Adobe stock and stuff like that, if it's really high quality. But yeah, Chris, goodbye, Chris. Kiss your ability to say words goodbye. If you had to rank the top 3 worst happening on YouTube this year for me, is it Logan Paul, Elsagate, Apocalypse? Elsagate, yes. Logan Paul, definitely. But the adpocalypse, as I said, like that's the adpocalypse only affects you if you're majorly worried about the money, and if you only had a few hundred subscribers and you was only making £2 or £3 per month, then it's no actual great loss, because you had to wait 30 months at £2 a month to get 60 quid back off of YouTube. The money is, forget the money, right? You can make money off of YouTube without ever having advertisements against your account, right? I make my monthly bills without ever having an advert served against this channel, right? So the adpocalypse, it just means that it's clearer, right? It's the quality that are involved in the creators that are on YouTube now. I also got the shock the system reference. Can you show your girlfriend? No. Would you still work with me though, even though my channel is clickbait? Yeah, not a problem. I'll work with any channel. My knowledge is no problem. In fact, I've got a track record in clickbait in the past. I may even be able to help you more than you think I can. So yeah, I'll work with anyone really. At the end of the day, it depends on budget and depends on whether or not you have the time and are willing to commit to what I suggest that you do. /r/drone videos for those who are curious. Yes, that's the Reddit thread, reddit.com/r/drone videos. That's where I upload a couple of my clients' videos, and they did quite well. Shouldn't be a problem. Can you approve my join to the group? I will do after the live stream. At the moment, once again, it's only me. I don't really have admins there. So yes, I'll get round to it in a bit. Beginner bros, oh sorry. That's okay, no problems. Banned AF, as the kids say. Well, that's it. I mean, I'm sorry. I already banned him. I don't normally give other people additional warnings. And anyway, so yeah, I want YouTube so bad. I'll definitely commit. See, that's good. Just remember that YouTube's not going to be an instant thing. It'll be like 3 to 5 years to get any form of traction, and even then you have to commit, right? And you might lose friends, or you might lose money, or what. At the end of the day, you need to have a focus on what you're aiming for, and you have to be willing to make commitments and content. So it's fine. So hello everyone that's currently in the live stream. Please remember to hit that like button to share us out to as many people as possible. Feel free to ask as many questions as you can in the chat, and I'll answer them as much as I can. And then on the hour, in around about 13 minutes time, I will disappear, because it would have been 3-ish hours of live stream. We've done really, really well this Friday. Last Friday I had a few technical issues. This Friday, straight onto mobile. The light seems to have been sorted out. The audio's okay. We've got a nice clump of people popping in and out. Thank you very much. If you've been in this week and last week and previous live streams, I plan on doing this every Friday. So put it in your head. Every Friday from 7 o'clock UK time, right? I'm going to do live streams, right? And we're just going to keep going, right? The live streams are normally around about 2 to 3 hours long-ish, depending on how many questions we get and how we're feeling and how we're flowing, or whether I'm teaching something, or whether there's an event, that kind of thing. And I really like hanging out with you lot, so thank you very much. I'm going to keep answering questions, so keep throwing them in the chat. It'd be great. I will take 8 years if that's what it takes to get to 50,000. Well, at the end of the day, just keep grinding. Keep learning, keep putting out regular content. I said this last time we was in the live streams at the start of the year. Are you still putting out regular content? Are you putting out 2 or 3 videos a week? Are they how-tos? Are they helpful? Are they vlogs? Are you improving? Are you learning? Are the lights better? Is the audio better? Are the thumbnails better? Have you sorted out the channel banner? Have you sorted out the titles, the descriptions, and your tags of your previous videos? Have you got subtitles? Have you got captions? Are you translating them? Right, all of these things are things that people need to concentrate. What is your long-term strategy? What is your long-term evergreen content? You know, these are things that everyone needs to be thinking of. YouTube is mostly a hobby for me, but I'd never hate but I'd never hate making some cash off of a hobby. But it's a hobby. I love learning. See, Wrestle Dude, if you tweak the niche a little bit, like you have been doing, the skins, the makeup and stuff like that, I think you'd be doing good, right? Make it niche and attach it to the current trend. All right. Talk about. Do it a bit cheeky. Do your predictions for SummerSlam and each pay-per-view. Do your reactions to each pay-per-view, like you see on Wrestle Talk and Cultaholic and Name Redacted, right? They do it for a reason, right? Maybe talk about Raw each week or whatever. If you really have the time, really dial it in, really make it specific and topical. Yes, I'm doing videos Monday and Friday, 5 PM UK time. Good. Right? I would say like three a week or more is the sweet spot, because Monday and Friday leaves a huge gulf in between, and YouTube like to be reminded that you're bringing people back every day or every other day. I think he's referring to my girlfriend because I said she became a fan of yours. Oh, that's cool. That's great. Thank you. You know, bring as many people in here to become a fan of me as you want. That's brilliant. The more the merrier. Any tips on a video intro? Is it better to have an intro, something like Ali A, or is it better to not have one at all? Video intros, if you're going to have one, have it small, have it short. Have a look at mine. Mine goes, Alan Spicer, and it's done. Right, it's 2 to 3 seconds. If you've got one like PewDiePie used to have, where it's like 10-15 seconds of woo, 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 and music and text, and why do you need a 15-second intro? You don't, right? Have a look at Roberto Blake. He doesn't have an intro. He just says, this is the start, this is the hook, right? Amy Schmittauer has kind of like a transition. I used to have like a bit where it just folded in and folded out. It depends on your branding. Right, but I honestly suggest nothing more than a couple of seconds. It doesn't need to be, even if it's just a logo that goes boom, boom, right? If you have to do it for branding, right? Are you planning on using the intro? Are you planning on pushing anything? Is it going to promote anything else? Otherwise, I don't suggest, it's fine. Nick Nimmon's got a good intro. It's a little bit of music, 2 or 3 seconds. It bounces in with his name, his web address, and it bounces back out. There's another one. I know that my intro needs to be more professional, but at the moment it does what it needs to do. It says who I am, what I do, and where you can find me. And it's whoop, whoop, and it allows me to cut my hook into my body, or my hook into my call to action. I actually dropped back into original upload schedule, Tuesday and Thursday, 6 AM. Cheesy grin and plug. God, I feel dirty plugging like that. See, 6 AM's fine, right? But is that when your audience is there? Have you looked at your demographics? How old is your audience? Right? If your audience are like gaming people and they're kids and they're there at 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe move the schedule to when they're coming back from school, or an hour before they go to hour before they come back from school, or at lunch hours. Have a look at your audience demographic and adjust your upload time to them. My case, because all mine are tutorials and they're evergreen, I upload at 7-8 o'clock in the morning. I might be adjusting that, but it serves me better to upload at that time of the morning, because I can then optimise and push it out to the UK people. And then when it gets to my lunch hour, 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon, the Americans get it. So I get double the life, that kind of thing. Anyway, need to sleep. It's midnight here. Okay, beginner bro, thank you very much for popping in. Yeah, my current intro is a smidge longer than it should be. People seem to like it though. Shrug. If you have a look at your video and your audience retention, if you click on any video that you've done, right, click on your video, click on the analytics. On the left-hand side, there is audience retention, and then there's a graph where it goes, and you'll see where it dips off. Have a look at roughly where it is on the intro. Does it drop off a lot during the intro? And if it doesn't, then it's good. If it does, then it's a bit too long, or it's whatever. Maybe you tweak it, right? Why? Because you want to keep as many people interested and intrigued for as long as possible. Because if they drop off there, then it goes from like 90 to like 50 and then drops off slowly. Then you've lost half of your audience to start with, right? All within your intro. Whereas if it goes and it drops like 5 or 10 or 15 or 20, then that, you know, that's much better than 50. Get what I'm saying? And then just keep tweaking that intro until it drops us as little as possible. Welcome back, Joe. My audience is like 20 to 30-year-olds in my state. I was poking around the SEO info and it said the best time to upload was 6 AM for your audience lives. Okay, well, fine. You can also kind of test it. Maybe for a couple of weeks you switch it from 6 AM to 6 PM. See, does that get a better lift? Right, just juggle it about. But otherwise, if you feel that it's definitely 6 AM, do you get an instant boost at that time of the morning when it goes live? Have a look at it that way. There's so many games to do a series on. PlayStation, Spider-Man. We have a few WWE. Fire Pro Wrestling World. Hello Neighbour. It's going to be fun. Good night. How's life going? Yeah, not too bad. Ooh. I say that and it sounds like I'm coughing up a lung. My intro consists of a couple top YouTubers in my niche, like Cultaholic saying my name. Then it shows my logo and people think it's good. Okay, see, you've done that where you're kind of lending credibility from other people. That's cool. I've seen that on other things, like Wrestle Talk did it for a while. Welcome to Wrestle Talk, from like Keith Lee and stuff like that. So fine, why not? If it works, then great. They do it on podcasts as well, so fine. But once again, have a look at the audience retention, mate. How many people do you drop off, right? Is it your subscribers that like it? Is it your non-subscribers that don't? You want as many non-subscribers watching your videos as possible. Why non-subscribers? Because your non-subscribers are the only people that you can win over into subscribers. You can't make a subscriber a double subscriber. Apparently, my recent video, the retention rate is almost 100%. Somewhat shocked. That's good. Or it's fake traffic. Is that 100% all the way through? Wow, you lot are still here. Yay! Yeah, I'm going to disappear in like 4 or 5 minutes though. Right, I'm disappearing at the top of the hour at UK time. But yes. So, last chance, people. Bombard your questions in the chat. Your last chance to get your questions answered. Right? Any questions on absolutely any topic. Remember, in the meantime, that I'm going to be here every Friday on live stream from 7 o'clock UK time. Right? Just to hang out, just to entertain you on a Friday. Some Fridays I will give you a topic. Some Fridays we won't. Sometimes we'll talk about a specific thing that happened in the news, and other times we're just sat here drinking a load of coffee out of my massive mug. Maybe share my 6-second intro here, and others can look at it. This is a clip of show at the beginning. The God King. There's a link in the description down below. It's to my Facebook group, right? Click on that Facebook link, join the group. Click join, wait for me to accept you, and then ask people in that group, right, if your intro is long or too short. That group is there to help support small YouTubers. That's the same with anybody in this chat, right? Click on the link down below, click and join the Facebook group. It's there to learn and teach people how to YouTube. It's not a place to spam your videos, it's a place to ask for information and feedback and advice, right? Go and check out that group, and we can all, you know, I share my videos in there, granted, but that's my group, and then we talk about things and we help each other learn. Last question here: Team Wrestle Talk or Team Cultaholic? I'm definitely a Cultaholic fan. In fact, I'm even an Adam Blompier fan. So I'm hoping I'm hoping that one of these times they'll do whatever they're doing now, right? And Blompier turn uphill for Wrestle Talk, right? And we'll get him back, right? But all of them are northern based at the moment, and Blompier is based in London, right? After his thingy. I'd love to see him back. His videos were great. His writing was fantastic. I understand that he's stepping away from YouTube at the moment to make his health feel better. And he said that he's never going to come back, right? But the problem happens to be is that I think he could do so much better online. And what did he do? He flirted and he cheated on someone. He just did it at the wrong time, and he's not done anything illegal. Anyway, is joining a team like Team 10 or Social Climbers help for growth if you get accepted in? No. Like Team 10 and stuff like that, they're just large YouTubers that all clump together and then they helped each other that way. I don't think MCNs, I don't think groups, I don't think clans, I don't think crews help anyone, right? If you want help, hop in my live streams and we'll talk about it. Help each other. Go and check out everybody else's live streams, everybody else's channel in the chat. You can build a community around it, right? You don't have to be part of a crew. You don't have to be part of a clan or a group or a gang, right? Just be yourself and be friendly and interact with the social media groups and you'll be fine. I average around about 55%, which when I first started thought it was rubbish, and now I'm told that's not bad at all. 55% is fantastic retention. Fantastic retention. Especially all the way to the end. Does it say 55% at the end, or is that 55% average? Right? So when you have a look at graph, does it go 100 end 55, or is it 55% overall? So it's like 100, 80, 20, right? Either way, 55% average retention's good, and 55% right at the end's fantastic, right? At the end, brilliant. It just means people are watching all the way to the end. They're intrigued by the content. Make it longer if you want to. Make collections, make seasons. Just go for it, right? Milk that watch time for as much as possible, because watch time will help you. It adds up to the hours, which adds up to the chance for you getting monetized. When I checked my videos, it was a 6-second teaser clip, 9 seconds intro with a fade in and start. My retention drops at levels around about 40 seconds on odds in. Adam comes back. It's me, Austin. Yes. Jesus, I didn't know he was in London. Yeah, basically after the whole Blompier thing, he made a video saying that that's it, he's done. He packed up his stuff and he moved south. So he now lives in London. When he wrote his book, he's got a book now. I'm a Blompier fan, but what he did wasn't excusable, and he's handled it in the best way possible. Yeah, okay. Blompier cheated on his girlfriend and messaged people that was messaging him for consensual sexting. At no point did he force himself on anyone. In my opinion, yes, he's done a disgusting thing, but he's not done an illegal thing. He's just done something that's a bit dirty. So I think him losing his whole career is a bit drastic. And I think he's overreacted and overcompensating. Yes, he's hurt his girlfriend, but surely if he's cheated on his girlfriend, it's supposed to be a him and his girlfriend thing, not a him and the internet and his girlfriend thing, you know? It's only because he was a YouTuber that had an audience that it got bigger and bigger and bigger, and it all came out around about the Me Too movement and stuff like that. It's just the timing, in my opinion, right? It's up to his girlfriend to excuse him or not, right? I think what he's done is he's handled it well, and I think if he steps away for a couple of years and comes back, I think the heat would disappear, right? I don't think he should lose his entire career over him flirting with somebody else. How is his personal life public action? You know, I don't get it. I checked the nearly 100% and it isn't pulling on my views. I watched the video at the start to make sure it's looking good. Thank you. That's okay, Lee. Yeah, just keep going. Right, if you've got that kind of retention rate, you're clearly engaging people and they clearly want to watch you. I don't really watch culture anymore. Can't really get into it. No, what culture's lost me? Right, only Simon Miller is there. The rest, that and Adam Cleary's okay, but not really for a wrestling thingy. It's that time. I'll try and set an alarm for next stream, so I'm here for all of you. Thanks for being awesome host. That's okay. Basically, what I will do is I'll always schedule these in advance, so you will get a warning a day before. It'll be on your thing. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification icon, and make sure that it's clicked all notifications, and then you'll be alerted when I go live on a live stream. I think he's a good writer and a good presenter. I actually feel for him. Well, that's it. That's it. Right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, thank you very much for watching the live stream. Please leave some love, hit that like button, right, so it pops it up and everybody can see this. Thank you very much for popping in. Please join the Facebook group in the description down below, right? There is a Facebook link and it is a Facebook group for people like you that want to learn and discuss YouTube and not spam their video links. It's a group to improve, not to advertise. Hit that notification icon, that little bell button, and click all so you're alerted next time I go live, which will be next Friday. And I'll see you soon. But thank you very much for watching. Thank you. Spam the chat with a load of love. Mwah, mwah, mwah. In the meantime, for more YouTube related tutorials, IGTV tips and stuff like that, hit the subscribe button. Check out any videos that are beside my face or in the description down below. Go out there, start creating, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye. Now I'm going to go and touch the button, touch the button, touch the button.